Space popcorn?
Space butter.
Space root beer with red licorice straw? I skipped nachos. I skipped over. Start over. Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Shh. It's about to start. Space popcorn?
Space butter.
Space
Hey,
nachos?
Space audience.
Space cheese.
Space root beer with space licorice straw?
Right here. Captain's log. Day 87.
Kith,
The
write
desolate
this
vacuum.
down.
What?
Captain's log. Space log.
that Brett
Captain
again.
Space log.
He goes,
Captain.
Kith, write this
I saw-
down.
I was William Shatner because we're in freaking outer space. I wanted to go outside today, get some fresh air, but I seem to forget often
That we are in
our new
space.
predicament.
Yeah.
Yes, we're in outer space right now. And we still got to do this podcast.
Yeah, a contractual obligation to do it, also because there's literally nothing else we can do now.
Yeah. Well,
Right, I want to ask a space question.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Which regular show character should have stayed dead?
What do you mean? Which one?
High five
Yeah,
Ghost. They
which
would have
one?
lost nothing from him dying next.
Dot,
It was so-
dot, 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 dot,
Oh my God.
Wait, that's not
Please-
cowboy music.
Da-da-da-da.
Fake cowboy. Oh wait, you are a pretend cowboy.
Something's coming in from our transmission machine. Everyone huddle around it. What
Okay.
is this?
You can't
Hello?
escape me, even if you're in space. I'll find you.
Whose voice is that?
It's me. It's Lou, Majin Lou, the space
Oh.
cowboy who's also not a cowboy sometimes, but is mostly a cowboy all the time. And I'm here again, once again.
Lou? Oh my God. Lou?
Oh, who's there?
No. Oh my gosh. Don't open that hatch. Oh, don't open it.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hello? Hi. It's me. I know you were expecting me. Dawn Dreamcast Pop here, back at it again. Actually, I've never been here before. What's going on?
Yeah, this is a new character.
No. Listen. You guys parked in my area, so I had to come in and ask you to leave.
Oh, whoa, okay.
How do
Are we
you
parked?
park in space?
Yeah, we're just kind of. Well, I'm sorry for that. We're
Yeah,
kind of
just-
doing.
yeah.
Do you want to? What'd you say
No.
your name was again?
Dawn the Dreamcast Pop
Your name's Dawn.
and the Dreamcast Pop.
Yeah.
I'm
do,
different.
Do you just go by Dawn? No?
I guess. I mean, we're not
Kind of
close,
rude,
but whatever.
you know.
Yeah,
Kind of
it
rude not to
depends
use
on
the
my
full
mood.
name.
I'm just trying to piece together what's happening right now.
I'm just a concerned citizen.
Hey, Don and Luke, can I ask you both a question?
Sure.
Yeah, what's up?
How do both of you feel about and let me ask this real quick, just how do you both feel about the movie Hotel Transylvania 4?
Oh, God damn it. Already?
Is that a
Can
popular
I at
thing?
least finish my bit first before we start talking about garbage?
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm done with my bit. Let's start talking about garbage.
Well, hold on, let me welcome everyone to the audience. Hello everyone, welcome to Ready to Start the Podcast Season 3. If you want to know why it took so long for the show to come back compared to last time, go to www.youtube.com, Ready to Start the Show YouTube channel, and click on the first video there, most recent one. There's your answer. It took a long time to make that.
But it was beautifully done. I mean, what a way.
Thank
Who
you.
the fuck is sipping?
That was me.
Real
I have
quick,
to-
I just want to say, Ryan, masterpiece.
I'm-
Rosa, masterpiece. Steve, masterpiece.
Well,
Loved that.
I'm flattered because when we made it and I was uploading it, my thought was, it'll be cool if this gets 100 views. And now it's at 2,700 and I don't know how that happened.
Woo!
Yeah. So yeah, that's
Rocks.
yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm glad
Yeah.
everyone could see that and
We all did a
have
good job.
yeah. So
We all
and now
did
everyone
it
knows
together.
why we're out here at outer space.
Yeah.
Where
We
no
all
one can
did it
hear you.
together.
We're all in
Yeah.
this together.
So are we doing introductions or?
All
Oh
right.
yeah, I guess we should introduce just ourselves in case, because I imagine there's some new viewers here. Hello.
Oh yeah.
I'm Ryan Ribbity. I'm the green one.
I'm Rosa, the Femineer.
And I'm Seep, the beloved space explorer. And
And who else?
yeah. Who else is here?
This is Peter Griffin, and you're listening to Book Talk on WRNI.
What the
Today we'll be
fuck?
discussing Bret Easton Ellis's popular work Less Than Zero, a tale of privilege, detachment,
Hey,
and youthful
real
alienation.
quick. See? Turn it off.
That wasn't
What?
Seep, that
Seep?
was Rosa.
No, wait, what?
That
What
was
do you
Peter
mean,
Griffin.
What do you mean, what, Don? You
I
know,
thought Seep was doing something, and they did that. And
you
I was
thought
like,
Seep did it. You thought Seep did a pitch perfect Peter Griffin
No,
impersonation.
I knew it was a pre-recording. I just didn't know who pressed the button. Rosa, don't.
is
That hurt my
that
ears.
space Peter Griffin?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Oh.
like unreal. Anyway, I am also a regular member of this podcast. It's Don Dreamcast Pop.
Oh,
That's
okay, you're
pretty much
dropping
it.
the character now.
Yeah, I was gone because nobody wanted to go along with it. See,
I was.
paid the ticket. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, it's me. Hi, good to be back. I'm glad to see there's a season 3.
Well, I'm glad you're here for season 3. People in the chat are talking about the Planet Sheen theme song. I need to stress half the jokes in that video were just us being like, you know, it'd be funny, and then we put it in the video.
Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. I think that was your idea to do that Planet Sheen thing, right, Ryan?
Yeah, the idea was I was like, it'd be really funny if we ended this with a Planet Sheen theme song parody,
Yeah.
and then you wrote some
Yeah.
lyrics for it, and it was very funny.
Yeah, I needed to see that happen. I wasn't gonna let us finish without that happening.
We did cut a solid like 2 or 3 minutes out of that video though. There is a lot on the
Yeah.
cutting room floor.
Yeah, maybe I'll go on the Lost Media Wiki. Hello, it's me. Frank Baguette, here with
Sounds
another
funny.
Lost Media video. That's my new character, Frank Baguette. I don't know. Okay.
There was a lot of time between the end of season 2
Wait,
to where we are now. Quite many things have happened, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, can we?
Yeah, you
talk?
haven't left. What?
Huh?
Huh?
Have we had
Okay.
Andrew on this show?
Yeah, Andrew's here.
I'm Andrew.
Oh, hey Andrew, how's it going? You here to talk about stuff with us?
I'm Andrew.
No.
Whoa, it's Andrew.
He's got one full
I'm Andrew.
phrase.
It's like we never left.
Wow.
Andrew?
I'm Andrew.
I'm gonna go put him down now.
Okay.
What?
What?
It's okay. He saw this coming.
Holy shit.
Goodbye, Andrew.
I'm Andrew.
I don't know about,
Oh
I don't know
my
about you
God.
guys. I don't know about you guys, but I'm glad Andrew's dead.
Whoa! What
Whoa.
did Andrew ever do to you?
Yeah.
Now, before we get into the more minor news today, like there's a lot of minor things that happened over the past 3 months. I think we need to talk about the most important thing that happened just today. Gamers, Velma's been revealed for Multiverses. Smash Bros is fucked. I'm never gonna play that game again.
They revealed her?
Yeah, they didn't reveal. What happened is she got leaked 5 days ago really badly, so they were forced to make a tweet about her.
Okay.
So, well, you
Yeah.
found her, so she's in it. Surprise, I guess.
They should have known that would happen.
Stupid Smash Bros is revealing characters that no one's ever heard of. Sora, I don't even know who that is.
Jesus.
They got Velma.
Yes,
I
and we
do-
finally have Kate Micucci representation.
It is
Well, hold
Kate.
on. No, what? No. Did you just
Yeah.
say Kate Micucci?
Yeah.
That's her name, Dawn. What's so funny about that?
You know what? There's nothing funny about that. You're right.
You
So
know
let
what?
me have the floor. I just want to say so far that the fighting game already an improvement. It has like 18 women in it. So powerful.
I gotta say, there's
Um,
already like 4 gay women in this game.
And some of them are gay, already
Yeah.
very powerful.
When Rick gets added, you got your first pansexual rep.
Oh my god.
That's
Bro,
true.
I cannot.
Oh,
I mean, no, she's not wrong. Is the thing.
He's not wrong.
No,
It's just
she's
that
not.
I'm just sad that he's the representation for it.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
What do you have? Is there something wrong with a proud elder LGBT person.
See, if you know what, this is
making
your
his mark.
show, so I'm just gonna let you get away with whatever you want at this point. Go
Okay.
ahead and do that.
Can we
But
play the
for me, I just don't like seeing him in anything.
Wow.
It's a personal thing.
Kind of homophobic.
Just a
Yeah.
little bit, I guess.
You know what?
What?
You know what? You know, that's none of my business.
I will say a lot has been leaked for this game that I could carry on the conversation with, but it's not technically supposed to be public knowledge, and I don't want to risk Warner Bros. Finding out.
Yeah,
Who cares?
just don't talk about it, I guess. I mean,
No,
Yeah,
just play the soundbite where like Finn the Human talks about Rick and Morty.
Here, I'll quote it.
Yeah.
I'll quote it. Hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Finn the Human from Adventure Time in his Jeremy Shadow voice goes, "Have you seen that Rick kid's grandson, Morty? He seems worried all the time. I'm kind of worried about him."
I love how concerned he is for, the well-being of another young lad. That's some real Finn growth right there. That's some, caring Finn character development that you just don't see every day.
I love the way that line is delivered and like written. Like it sounds like he's like talking to Jake during breakfast, just like casually. or something.
I hope he says it mid-match, just randomly instead. That's where he says it.
Yeah.
I'll say one other line that's been leaked is Jake the dog hates Tom and Jerry's relationship but doesn't like either of them.
What do you mean relationship?
No. I love how I was called homophobic, but then Jake comes in here and starts doing actual homophobic shit.
Whoa.
And he's still in the game. So
Yeah, you know what? None of my business.
Oh, come on, man.
is that
Love
how
is
that
love.
works? You just say that? This is
you
none of your
sip your
business, and
Kermit
it's
the
not a
Frog
problem.
Rosa,
Stop. Oh my god.
this eating and drinking bit it's driving me insane.
She told me she was gonna do this, but I had no idea like what it was. She just said like Family Guy ASMR, and I was like, okay. And I didn't prod any further.
Everyone but Ryan knew.
Yeah, of course. They put pansexual Rick on screen.
Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to put that really good image that I put in the chat. I was
Oh my
wondering
God.
about that.
I have opinions on it, but none of my business.
I kind of really like that. I think I really feel, the. Stop doing that. I can't. I forget what's happening when that happens. When you play that soundbite. Oh god, we have so many people here on this show. We have so much news to get through.
And
I
I
don't-
only want to talk about Velma and Multiverses.
Okay,
I-
here's my question to you, Ryan, since you are the biggest Rain Dog fan that there is.
Of course.
So with Rain Dog, I gotta know how is
Ryan Dog?
it,
You keep saying that. We're gonna kick you off the show.
how is Rain Dog?
Like a reindeer. He has antlers.
It's Rain Dog and Velma's relationship. You think they're like friends? You think that Velma sees him and just thinks Scooby?
I have not seen any clips of her fighting Rain Dog, so I don't know if they have any special interactions. I know Kate Micucci, Velma says, "You're hopeless, Shaggy," if she fights Shaggy. I know that.
That's so mean. What a mean thing to say about your
That
friend.
is pretty mean. That's like post-breakup Mystery Inc. type dialogue.
That's Velma
Yeah.
when she realizes that. Can I use this word on air?
What?
Don't worry.
Who are you talking to? You're the manager.
Let's not worry about it. That's
oh,
when,
I see.
That's when Velma realizes she's a wink.
Wink.
All right. That's fair.
Ryan, why don't you go ahead and explain that to me?
Hey, you think,
really wanna
I
know.
hope Steven has an awesome line when he sees Rick, like,
Okay, just
"Your
skip
heart
over it.
seems wounded. Let me heal you."
Wow, Rick, you seem like you have a lot of emotional issues. Let me give you a hug.
We
Steven's special line.
literally sound like the fucking people on Twitter who make up stuff about this show.
I know. Every time, it's the thing is, I really like Steven Universe, but it's so easy to make fun of.
so easy.
I think it's about time we make up stuff about that show. Like, well, Rick looks like he's in trouble, but that's none of my business.
Oh wait, yeah, we need to talk about Fix Steven.
Oh my gosh! Oh, it's so great to finally be fixed. That should be one of his lines, and it only makes sense to people who've been following like the pre-release stuff.
So, fixed Steven. So they had him in an orange shirt, right? That, like in Multiverse, the fighting game that has not come out yet, their Steven model was wearing like a yellowish orange shirt.
Well, I think that was like that might because there's like sort of like semi-alternate colors in this game.
Yeah.
Like sometimes Shaggy wears blue pants. So I think that might have been like in some clips he had the orange shirt, but I swear in some of them he didn't. I have no idea what the story.
I feel like I would have seen like more people talk about it if he was like wearing just a yellow orange shirt, which he's never worn ever before.
It might be like a team color thing. I don't know. But this picture really makes it seem like they didn't realize what color his shirt was supposed to be.
Right. So they had, because like you can see in the picture that like the model clearly changes, and that's the thing they're probably referring to, right? Like in terms of
right.
Fixed. Like the smile moves slightly and it said, "Oh, who's this guy?"
That's Fixed Rillaroo. I need to put Fixed Rillaroo on screen too.
Where are my manners?
Okay. Who is that?
That's Rillaroo from. So when they released Crash Team Racing, they released the character Rillaroo, and people didn't like his model, so they released a second separate character, and his full name is Fixed Rillaroo.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, but now I'm like, which one is fixed?
You figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that? I'm not
decide.
involved with the lore. Like, they both look bad, if that's what you're asking.
No.
They both look like shit.
They don't. Look at them.
I think I like the first one better because the face is more confined. The second one looks like it looks like it's more squished together, you know, like the mouth and the nose are closer together and the eyes.
Why do you like that?
I mean,
I think it makes it look more uniform. It looks better.
But okay, but now no, isn't he a gorilla?
Yeah,
Is he? I don't know what he is. I thought he was
He's
like a kangaroo. I thought he was a kangaroo.
He is Rillaroo.
I thought he was a kangaroo. His name is
he's
Roo.
like part.
So he's
kangaroo.
both. Okay,
Yeah,
so he's both.
that's the thing in like Crash. There's like animal hybrids.
Yeah, and Crash is like a combination of like a bandicoot and a freak.
Yeah.
Now, I will say real quick though, this looks like what incels would use to say, "Hey, this is the face of a guy who gets ladies, and this one is not."
that's
So
that's
you're
quite
saying
enough.
it's like a soy jack of like thing?
Yeah,
Are you-
Soyru and
Are you calling Rillaroo a soy jack?
Original versus untumblerize.
Exactly. That too.
Vivian.
I don't think I'm allowed to post it yet because it hasn't been revealed. I'll say about Velma, she's not using the scoop design. This is an Overwatch Velma. Sorry, everyone who wanted the quote-unquote the quote-unquote hot one. The quote-unquote.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Understood.
My business.
She's a little Overwatch.
A little. All right.
I don't think, you know what, you guys are gonna spend so much time talking about Multiverse, and then I feel like it's gonna come out and you're gonna like blink and miss it and it'll be gone. It's gonna...
Absolutely.
Well, here's the thing. It's gonna be free, so when they drop a character I care about, I'll come back to it. But this isn't something I'm gonna play for like 50 hours.
I forgot it was a free game.
Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot that.
I mean, it's gonna be an easy thing to be like, hey guys, this game's free. Do you want to play as Bugs Bunny for an hour?
Yeah.
That actually really just rocks. I love that. Like, finally, I can play a game with my friends. Like, it's on the computer too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. We can just pick it up and do whatever.
Yeah, and you go, yeah, what's up, Jack?
Now, the question is, though, so the alternate skins, now, do they have some that are free as well, or am I going to have to buy a battle pass?
I think skins are something you can get for free, but it's one of those, it's much easier if you buy the battle pass things.
It's like a loot box thing, I bet, where like you can like slowly gain up currency to buy it for like 10 million credits, or you could buy it for like $3.
A loot get.
I mean, it would still be cheaper than Fortnite if it was.
the Rhine dog pass.
You know,
So what?
The Ryan Dog Pass.
This shit sounds like the Ryan Dog Pass.
The
Stop
rain dog?
saying that. You can't be
Rain
on our
Dog
show if you
Rain
can't pronounce
Dog.
Rain
I'm
Dog.
sorry. I keep
properly.
seeing Ryan Dog, and I think it's Ryan.
Can we
You
Because
talk?
it has
Reinhardt?
Aria.
Because
Yes.
Reinhardt
Yeah.
from
Yes, I think it's
over.
No, wait, hold on.
Just like Underwatch.
Can we talk about how good of a boy this is? Boy with an I.
Hey Ryan, I'm gonna be real
Boy
with
with
you.
an
I'm gonna
eye.
be so honest, real quick. I have no idea where this character comes from.
That's
It's
Rain
an
Dog!
original. It's an original character for this game, if I understand correctly.
I'm
After
also-
everything I've been told about this guy.
I am also obsessed with the fact that they had the opportunity to make an OC and they decided, fuck it, make the furry one. Like this guy does not talk. Does he do anything?
He's voiced by
He
Kate
talks.
McCucci. That's a lie, actually. Don't
Yeah.
believe me. That was a joke.
You know what, Ryan? I'm sick of your lies. I'm just
Does
sick
he
of
say
it.
things actually? Have they said
You
if
know
he
what?
says anything?
Sounds about
I think he just barks.
Really? They just got a
I'm
guy to
sorry.
bark?
I totally misheard that. I thought you said he just farts, and I was just sitting there. Man, I mean, technically he's the Wario character anyway, so I get it.
What does that mean? What do you mean technically
What do
he's
you
the
mean,
warrior?
what?
What do you know? You've never seen this character.
What do you? What do
Dawn,
I
you didn't,
know?
Dawn, you didn't even know
Yeah.
this guy's name until about 2 minutes ago. What do you
Yeah.
mean he's the Mario character?
Look at
What is that?
look
What
at
does it
the-
even
Look at his
mean?
dumb little face. Like,
What?
come on, Wario.
He's not. He doesn't eat garlic and burp. He's a dog.
Okay.
He's
Well,
a
okay,
rain
so my
dog.
next question is though, if they put Taz in the game, are they gonna be like rivals? Or...
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, rivals to lovers.
Yeah,
Now
exactly.
that's too
Does this
much.
game have a rival
No.
system? This should have a rival system.
Don, now you're being homophobic?
Yeah, now I'm being homophobic.
I think-
instead of, you know, since the last month, I guess.
I
I don't know
think-
where you're getting this information from.
I think Harley Quinn should like arbitrarily just hate like Tom and Jerry like Jake does. I think the whole cast should.
I was gonna say, I think the whole
Yeah.
cast should hate Tom and Jerry.
I think Batman just be
Nobody
like,
likes these beloved characters.
Batman just be like, I can't stand those freaks.
I say the same thing every day.
Yeah.
Arr, arr. Ooh, Scooby hates those two.
Oh, okay, so that's the last thing we'll talk about multiverses. I promise. I think
30 minutes.
I think they're building up to Scooby-Doo. Here's what's gonna happen. You start with Shaggy, you know, the meme one. Then Velma, that's the one all the lesbians like. And then you get the VGA. I can picture it right now in my mind. The VGAs. What's his name is this? Jeff Keighley's on the stage. He's hopping up the biggest announcement ever. Sakurai's in the audience like, yeah, I doubt it. And then suddenly on the screen zooms out, Scooby, Scooby, Scooby. And then Sakurai like takes his hat off and looks on all like, I was wrong.
All right. I guess
Well,
that
should
is...
we talk about things,
Wait.
things that matter now?
No, this does matter. My last question is, how do you think Sakurai feels about all this?
I think he's jealous.
like-
That's all I wanted to know.
It's like,
To be honest, I think
he's like, that's not me anymore.
I feel like he's gripping his little chair right now in his house, just going like, "Grrr," just thinking about how he probably had like an opportunity to have like Goku or something.
Oh
I
And he
know,
like
I think
passed
that
it
he's
up.
like, I think he's literally hibernating. He's gone. Like
He's
he's
asleep
never-
right now.
Yeah,
He
just
can now
really
post
sleeping
Among Us
right
all
now.
he
Do not
wants.
call him. Do not text. He's
I
just out.
I bet he's strapped up in like a Hannibal Lecter thing, and so that he like physically can't make another Smash game for at least another like
Yeah.
5 years.
Honestly, if
Yeah.
that doesn't stop him, I will.
They're gonna,
Like,
he's gonna make a
I'm gonna
tweet.
thank you, Sakurai.
He's gonna make a tweet that says, I couldn't get Rain Dog for Smash. I don't want to make another game ever again.
I love this message. You open the drawer in Sakurai's house and find figures of Warner Brothers characters.
You just find a
It's
little,
Mighty Mouse.
you just find a little Garnet and Bugs Bunny next to each other, like, oh,
Yeah,
Sakurai, I didn't know.
he's got to start tweeting about watching like The Matrix, and like people are gonna take it as hints.
All right, let's move on to our first news topic. What's a good way to? Should we start with videos games or cartoon stuff?
Uh,
Well, it's
Cartoon.
your show, so
Yeah.
All right, let's
I
start.
care about
Let's start with something that got resolved in the time the show was gone. So there was a Futurama reboot announced, and with that reboot, they announced. Well, they didn't announce, but John Madagio said he wasn't coming back, and it was because he didn't think anyone on the cast was being paid enough, and he's like, no, we all deserve better than this. I'm not coming back unless you pay us more. And it seems that's resolved, and he's gonna be on the show now. So
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing
There you
about
go.
Futurama. I don't really want more Futurama, but I'm amused by all the weird ways the show keeps coming back on different services.
Right? It's like it's come back from life from death to life so many times.
You can't put it down. You know, they're like in a consistency of like dying and coming back to life.
I can't wait to see like the first like title screen gag that has like the snarky message about them being uncanceled again.
Good news,
I worry
everyone.
a little. I
Fry.
also do not want more Fry. I also do not want more Futurama. Hi, I'm Leela. Anyway, I don't want any more.
You're
I
like,
don't
we
want
don't-
any more. I don't
Like, what
want
more
any
do we
more.
need to see? Like what, Elon
Right.
Musk?
Bender will be gay in this one.
Yeah, I think
Hey,
I think they'll
feedback,
be
I'm
more.
gay
I think they'll
now.
be more gay in this one. If they are smart, they
Yeah.
will make Bender more gay.
Yeah, they'll make like
Fry.
Feedback, I'm a robo now.
they're gonna make like AB bisexual.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Fry. That's
Give it-
Elon
Alright.
Musk's head.
They give Amy like Amy like a polycule.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
Didn't
I-
that happen?
did it? No, that
Probably.
was the other woman in Abuse with a Billion Backs. She was the polycule character.
All right.
I guess they do
Here's the
that.
thing about Futurama. I feel like I mean this in the nicest way. I feel like every time it comes back, it gets a little worse.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like they'll have a lot of mid episodes and then like one really good one.
The revival
wait.
the revival season is like bad episode, bad episode, bad episode, bad episode, absolute masterpiece, bad episode, bad episode, bad episode, bad episode, absolute masterpiece, bad
Okay,
episode.
that's a
bad-
little
Wait. How often does this show come back? Because I
Three,
feel like every week I hear about them coming back with
There
it.
was the initial run, then the movies were a separate season reboot, and then the full show came
Right.
back another reboot, and now there's this reboot.
And then there's also like the radio podcast show.
It was a podcast too.
There's a lot of multimedia things. I mean, I'm just kind of like, sure. I
like it's happening whether we want it to or not. So
yeah,
Okay,
I mean, I like the Futurama and the characters, and if we get one good, like really good Futurama episode out of this, then I'll be like, you know what, sure.
okay, but what if it's like Samurai Jack? What if it does a Samurai Jack where it just goes off the
let's-
rails halfway through the season and completely destroys all the characters you know and love and makes you hate them?
No, well, here's the thing. Well,
You just told me that the last time they did it, it was
They-
shit. So what's the difference today?
I feel like they basically did that last time, so it's fine.
Yeah. It's like now you just know a different set of characters right here, and they're gonna destroy those different set of characters. So it's fine.
I do wonder. I don't know. It's interesting. Like, is it just gonna be? I wonder if like how much of it they'll change, if they'll change anything at all. Because I think this is like the longest gap between Futuramas. So yeah, it's kind of makes you wonder. It's a whole new world out there. So.
I think it will look a bit better for sure visually. It'll probably be like on Disenchantment's level, which looks a bit better than both of his previous shows. It'll probably be like on that level now. I think otherwise it's gonna feel like the show never really left from the previous reboot season.
Yeah, unless they
Uh-huh.
like want to change the status quo.
Oh, people are talking about Disenchantment now. I could tell you about Disenchantment.
Yeah,
No.
go ahead and tell us about Disenchantment.
I don't
I've
want you to come on here and trash.
No.
beloved
You,
property.
okay, you think so little of me. I've seen every single episode of Disenchantment.
How is it?
Every time a new season comes out, I don't know that it's coming out, and I'm on Netflix and it's like new Disenchantment just dropped, and I go, oh, all right, and then I watch it, and then I go, okay, and then I just don't think about it.
That kind of feels like how I was with Agretsuko, where it's just like, don't really care either way. I don't like it that much, but new season, let me watch it, get it over with.
Well, the thing about Disenchantment is that if this is going to sound like crazy for anyone who hasn't seen it, but Disenchantment spends pretty much like, let's say there's like 10 episodes in a season. It'll spend like 8 of those episodes dicking around and like pretty much doing nothing or going in circles. And then the last 2 episodes, it'll drop some sort of like plot twist or new character or some sort of like motivation or plot or something where you're like, whoa, like okay, like things are ramping up. And then the season ends. And then you start the next like the first episode of the next season once it comes out, and they pretty much kind of go back to the status quo within an episode or two, and then they do it all over again. They start dicking around again for like no reason, and then it does another like, whoa, major plot moment. And like things do change in the story, like, you know, characters change and stuff. And you know, it's supposed to be a fun time. It's not like a drama or nothing, but it is a lot of just like, okay, we gotta like go back to the castle setting. Like we're not allowed to leave the castle setting. You have to at least at the end of the season go back there.
I want to ask the audience a question real quick. Everyone needs to answer earnestly. You can't lie about this. How many people in the audience knew the main character of that show is gay?
she's bi, and currently in the last 2 seasons had a fixation on a mermaid she like was with briefly. And they spent some time together, and then like she like had to like leave her, and like in this last season she like spends a good amount of time like missing her and thinking about her, and like has like a brief encounter with her, and she's like totally like badly in love with her.
That's like really cute.
Now I need to ask though, I think I know what the next season of Futurama will do to spice it up. I think we're getting a Cuphead season!
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Poindexters.
Is that your Cubert impression?
I don't
Hey,
even know
real
what it sounds
quick,
like.
what the fuck is Cubert?
Oh boy!
A clone.
He's the clone of Hubert.
Farnsworth's like quote son, who's like his clone, really, or something.
I thought you were talking about the funny little guy with the video game.
No, not today.
What the hell is that one?
Do you think Hubert will be like kind of grown up, like the kids will be grown up a little bit?
I think I kind of had that idea. Like it would make sense to do that, but I don't know if they would.
I'm a huge fan of just not knowing who this guy is, but we're all talking about him like we went to high school together.
I want it to be grown up like Bobby Hill in the
good.
Futurama revival.
Sure. Wait. We done talking about whatever this is? Because I could talk about how they're doing King of the Hill again.
What they are?
Yeah. I
that
found out like a couple days ago from like a mutual that they were trying to reboot King of the Hill and Daria.
Huh. Interesting.
I was just like, I don't know. Again, I don't know about that, but I was sitting here just like, that don't make sense to me, but okay. I mean, they were saying they're going to put Daria in college when I feel like she'd be past that by now, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they got to put Daria in Multiverses first.
What if they do?
Wait, is that even the right?
No, I don't think it is.
No.
No, she could be. What was she on? Was she on Fox or MTV? Was she on?
No, she was on
MTV.
What's MTV? What can she be in?
Beavis and Butthead.
What if Beavis and Butthead are going to be in this?
She could be in Nick All-Stars.
Okay. You meet Garfield. That'd be like a match made in heaven. They'd be best friends.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Didn't they already try to like reboot Daria?
Probably.
I guess. Probably. That wouldn't surprise me. Daria is like a show people talk about, like, oh, they should so bring back Daria, but then like nothing ever happens because nobody cares that much, like enough. You know what I mean?
So mean to her.
No, I like Daria. God, I'm just saying, nobody cares.
Everyone's just apathetic, just like Daria.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like that's the thing. It's like yeah, if Daria comes back, cool, I guess, but it's not gonna ruin my life if like I never see more Daria.
Like, you know, her story's already pretty much finished.
Yeah.
I think so. I think a lot of reboots get announced, and then they start making like, "I finished this." I think that's gonna happen to a lot of things that have been announced. I think a lot of those movies that Adult Swim announced might never come out. I have a gut feeling.
What did they announce?
It was I think it was Aqua Teen, and how did I say Secret Mountain Fort Awesome?
No way, they're never bringing that back. They buried that in like a shallow grave.
Is Daria like the Joker for lesbians? No.
No,
I was trying to
really.
say Venture Bros. I don't know why I thought a Secret Mountain Fort's awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I think the Venture Bros movie will happen more likely than the Aqua Teen one. I don't know why.
I think
I
Aqua
think
Teen is such a product of its time. I think it'd be really, really hard to bring it back,
yeah,
honestly. Like
and
it's so dated and also like so in its moment, you know? Like you could
yeah.
bring it back and it's definitely nostalgic and everything. I think you'd have a hard time getting like new watchers
Well, hold on.
to kind of latch
Well,
onto
here's the
it.
thing. I think if you just like the the non sequitur nature of it and just being like mostly shit posty, then I think people will like it in a way.
Fair enough.
No, they can
Yeah.
make Meatwad can roll up making this little meat noise like. You can go up to Master Shake and like, hello, I'm transgender now. Make it.
Who wants to do a Master Shake voice? Who wants to try? Who wants to embarrass themselves?
Fry.
What's going on here?
I think like instead of rebooting, they just make like supplementary materials.
Yeah.
Like little like in the movie theater, here are the fire exits, turn off your phone things.
Something like no, like little extra stuff, a little special.
I'm trying
Like a
out
Waffle House
neo-pronouns.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, Steven, my nephew.
That's you know what I have to say about that episode. That's the Steven Universe episode you skip.
Oh no, I mean, I'm not. I
Unfortunately.
promise I'm not going to talk about Steven Universe. I just need to do like a quick pin here. I recently rewatched all of Steven Universe just because, like, I was like, I have HBO Max. Thanks, Ryan. And I could watch all of it in a row, and I got to Harvest Gem. Looked at it and I was like determined not to skip any of them. I was like, I don't care if I think it's going to be like a lame or boring time. I'm going to watch every single one. Looked at it, went, nah. I skipped it. It was the only one I didn't watch and I didn't lose
The
anything.
only one.
The only one. I even watched Future Boy Zoltron. So
Why?
I was in it.
Why?
What was wrong with that episode? I barely remember.
There's nothing wrong. Okay. Soapbox moment. There was nothing wrong with a lot of the tamer city folk oriented episodes. They are fun in their own right, and a lot of them are actually like genuinely good. I think Future Boy Zoltron is just so like you watch it and then you forget what happens in it. It's just kind of, it feels like a thing that plays, before a movie, like a short or like something that you see in bits during commercial breaks. Like it's fine. It's cute, whatever, but it's not like, oh man, remember when Steven Universe broke
time?
like a little future boy time like fortune teller thingy and he had to spray paint himself and stand in a box all day? You remember that episode? And then that really sad guy shows up and it's Mr. Smiley's ex-husband or whatever. And it's like,
What?
okay.
Whoa. Don't lie.
I'm lying a little bit.
Isn't that kind of what it was?
It wasn't Mr. Smiley's ex-husband.
It was his ex comedy partner.
Quote unquote.
But I think
Oh.
it's funny to say ex-husband.
Yeah.
I think you know what? It's because I thought this character just didn't exist. But
The thing is, he exists in this episode alone, and then is never brought up or mentioned again, which is strange for Steven Universe characters because they tend to stick around or at least get mentioned in passing. Like nobody's quite like not around, but that except for that one guy who showed up one
Bubba
time and then
Star-
got on a bus and left.
You never hear
Bubba
from like
Star
Mr. Smiley in general.
I mean,
Ever.
Mr. Smiley's like he appears a lot in that show, but he's not like one of the characters that you really get a lot of like time with to quote like explore their character, and that's like the one episode they gave him for that, and it's just funny.
Yeah. Paradox Amethyst should have been Endgame. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Yep.
So in our notes of what to talk about, Lou wrote, "Please don't make me talk about Fairly Odd Parents right now. I'm in a very vulnerable place." So let's talk about the Fairly Odd Parents trailer. What'd y'all think?
Hey, Wanda, ready to start the trailer?
When that trailer started with Cosmo and Wanda going, "Oh, I want to show everyone our trailer, Cosmo," I knew what I was in for, and it was everything I could have wanted. It's everything the show deserved.
Yeah, watch that trailer dropping like that felt like it was like as if I woke up one morning and I walked outside to the living room and I saw a big Christmas tree with a bunch of presents underneath, and I was like, oh my god, I thought it was like March, and so I run over to the Christmas tree and every present is exactly what I asked Santa for. You know, that's what it felt like. That trailer is just
now I'm confused because I did just watch this trailer like literally 5 minutes before this thing started. And I just want to say, are you doing a bit?
No, I'm
No.
serious. That specific trailer is hilarious to me. It's because it's just so. It's
What you expect.
Yeah, it's so what you expect. It's exactly what I would have wanted from like a live action Fairly OddParents sitcom with Butch Hartman's name attached to it, and it's so. It like I just kind of sit back and think like, you know, man, how did Fairly OddParents, how does a show fall this far? I legit think that Fairly OddParents has some of the like most insane like seasonal rot ever.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I don't
love this
think-
comment here, sorry, from the chat
Of
that
course.
says, Cosmos sounds like he's slowly falling unconscious.
No, he does.
Yeah, he
Cosmo's voice actor is not into this anymore at all.
I
I
can
wouldn't either.
Only imagine.
I remember when I first watched this trailer, like there was like a few parts where I was like, "Is that like a different voice actor?" It's like, "No, that's him. That's definitely him," because he just sounds he just sounds a bit lethargic. Like he's still
Cosmos
doing the
paycheck voice.
yeah.
It's just so jarring to me because, like, while I was watching it, I was wondering, why is Timmy even here?
Yeah,
That's
Like,
another thing is they don't really the premise of this new show is a girl and her father, you know, he's married a new woman, a new mom, she's already got a son, and you know hijinks ensue, you know, as they smash their family together, and then it just cuts to a shot of Timmy giving the girl like his fairies, and there's no explanation as to like who Timmy is in relation to the other family members. He's just like some guy. He gives the fairies and then he like does not show up like in any other part of the trailer. It's just like the kids and the fairies. And another thing I noticed from the trailer, which I know the animation budget for this show must be $2 because
no,
there's
you know it's 25 cents.
And there's
There's
a
no
part
way.
in the trailer where Jorgen von Strangle shows up and
Oh my
says like,
God.
oh, you know, I have to take Cosmo and Wanda away for a little bit. And you just know that's going to be like a thing that happens in every episode where Cosmo and Wanda
Oh my
get taken
God.
out of the episode for about 15 minutes so that they do not have to animate them.
See, and that's what I love about like modern Fairly OddParents, because even like in the cartoon, like as you watch it, like the animation did like kind of go down in the last season, and like every
Yes.
other episode to have a moment would be like, oh no, our wands, we can't use them anymore for some reason, just because, you know, like they couldn't think of like, it was just like they couldn't think of any more plots that couldn't just be fixed by them using their wands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a bird has snatched our wand again.
Yeah,
This is like, do you know, this reminds me of like that bit from iCarly, where like the episode, what was it? They go on TV and they change so much about it that it just becomes like a sitcom again.
Oh yeah, the one where they have like Barney do it at the end.
Barney?
Deep, you tweeted this. It's like Fairly OddParents now gives me some sort of sadistic joy where I have almost no care for what artistic integrity it can offer and just want to see how low it can sink.
that might be the harshest thing I've ever said about
I
something.
think it might be. Yeah, I didn't know this until fairly recently because
Fairly recently.
Yeah, I'm not really like most sane people have not kept up with the Fairly OddParents. Like I don't even know how many seasons they have. I knew when like stuff happened. Like I knew when they added the girl character that he shares the fairies with, and I was like, okay, whatever. Show looks like shit. And then come to find out fairly recently that they just like the fairies like interact with like Timmy's dad. Like they don't hide it anymore. They like talk. He sees them. He just sees them. Has his eyes on them.
There are 3 characters left in that show besides the main like 3 at the end. There's Timmy's dad, Crocker, and Vicky, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love you could just see the life draining from that show's eyes with every like strange new like altercation.
The
It's
only
and
thing,
Yeah.
the only thing that gave it a little life for a bit, it was that people were calling Cosmos base.
what?
You're calling him based for being a
Yeah.
misogynist.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
Oh yeah,
Right.
because
Did
the
they
thing,
think what base means now?
like the thing about Cosmo, especially, I think, out of all those characters who all go through their what's that word, Flanderization in some
Yeah,
way.
that's the word.
Cosmo's gotta be Cosmo's. I'm gonna argue Cosmo is worse than like what Patrick has become.
No, I
I
agree.
think
Really?
I think so because I remember as a kid watching Fairly Odd Parents, like the earlier stuff, and probably some of it doesn't hold up as much. But like the one thing I was thinking about this earlier, Cosmo and Wanda used to like really like each other, and like sometimes get on each other's nerves, but they were both kind of like silly with each other. They would like flirt with each other, and they would like Wanda would just be like, "Oh, Cosmo, you old so and so," and now it's like they want to fucking kill each other. They want to just like they're going at each other's throats like constantly.
There is
They
no
have like,
love.
don't they have like 2 kids now?
One.
They have
They only
one.
have one.
Oh.
And he's off at fairy school, so you never see
Yeah.
him again.
I did not know that. Never mind.
It is astounding that the joke of those two characters started with they are so overly in love with each other they sometimes neglect Timmy. Cosmo and Wanda literally can't stand each other, and it's implied that they don't love each other, except for the episode needs to end with them loving each other.
Yeah.
That's like Victoria's kind of writing.
Oh yeah, there was a dog, wasn't there? They put a dog in there, and then they took
Yeah.
the dog out.
No, he got stabbed with a knife and then he died.
Did he actually die?
No, well,
that's
they
That
That's
dog
the part.
confounds me every day.
They
Every time
just-
somebody mentions him.
I
don't
think
know.
they just realized that he wasn't adding anything because he was just pretty much just like a second stupid secondary character in the
Yeah.
cast. So they just stopped putting him in episodes.
Mhm.
Like they didn't
Yeah.
write him out. At least with Poof, they like wrote him out. Like Poof stops appearing, but they say like, "Oh, he's at fairy school," and you like see him again sometimes.
Oh god.
But with the
That was
dog,
such
it was
an
just like
event.
they just gave up on having a dog character. They're like, this just isn't working.
It's really you really notice when like a show is running out of shit to do when it just starts throwing new main characters at you. It's like, okay, well, first we got the baby. And the baby, fine, that's fine. They made it a whole event. Cosmo was pregnant, whatever. And then they add the
Yeah.
dog, and then they add like Nega Poof or whatever.
Anti-Poof,
then
thank you very much. His
Thank you.
name's
Sorry.
Stewie Griffin, actually.
They add Stewie Griffin to
He's
the show.
British.
They add this girl character who knows how far they would have gone. we had to have stopped
Well,
them.
I mean, we do know that now they have live action Timmy's cousin,
Right, then
Yeah,
the kid
that's
goes, awesome.
and he says, "What does he say?" He was like, "Let's go,"
Let's go.
and he says, "Does he say amazeballs? Is that
think-
what he says?"
Probably.
Or like awesome sauce? He says something
Yeah.
really like weirdly like 2012 YOLO, in that.
I think the Fairly Odd Parents is interesting because I think most people can agree, like SpongeBob's golden age, like typically is agreed to be like there's outliers now. People sometimes include 4 in there. I don't. Seasons 1 through 3 though are usually considered the golden age of SpongeBob. But I don't think I've seen anyone ever agree with the quote unquote golden age of Fairly Odd Parents is.
I think it goes up and down as a thing because it has there's so much of it. Like somebody look up for me. How many seasons are actually of Fairly Odd Parents? Like let me take a
10,
peek at that.
right?
10?
It's 9 or 10.
Okay, like SpongeBob has like 3 times that many. Or whatever.
Right.
So I think if we're looking at Fairly Odd Parents, you can at least say, as most things, most of the good stuff is probably towards the beginning, right? But I feel like a lot of the stuff in the middle and towards the end, it's just straight up bad. I think towards the middle, it's not even like that offensive. It's just kind of boring. Like just kind of like, okay.
Like the thing about Fairly Odd Parents, at least for me, is because first of all, I'm a SpongeBob guy, so
Yeah, me too.
I was already on that side. But it's like Fairly Odd Parents. There were episodes I watched and I got chuckles out of even as a kid. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, is there really a golden age? Like it's just like even the beginning episodes weren't all great.
Whoa.
They were very hit or miss.
I mean, I don't hate Fairly Odd Parents, but I don't think when I think of like my favorite nostalgia Nicktoons, I rarely think of Fairly Odd Parents now. I go to like I go to like Hey Arnold, Rocco, SpongeBob, Jimmy, Teenage Robot. I rarely think of Fairly Odd Parents now.
I think Fairly Odd Parents is like a unhealthy snack that you like indulge in, and then you kind of feel a little bad after eating it. But like I don't hate like at least the Fairly Odd Parents I remember. I think some of it's pretty funny. It's just fine though. Like I've never really gone back and go, oh, gotta rewatch like my favorite Fairly Odd Parents episode. I think I'd like lose it if I did.
I think a lot of people are like, I think it's a weird thing where like I feel like with a lot of long running stuff like SpongeBob for instance, I feel like you hear a lot of people like talking about it like in the present tense, and like like people like will go back and watch episodes that they like. But I feel like Fairly Odd Parents is just it's so like of its time. Like SpongeBob is pretty timeless.
Yeah,
totally. And like it's very much in its own world and it has a very distinct look to it. But Fairly Odd Parents is definitely like a product of like the early 2000s. So that just kind of makes it interesting, like seeing like a Fairly Odd Parents like nostalgic reboot, because it's like, do people like really like is there really that big a demand for it? Or are we
honestly,
just, like,
I feel like more people were probably excited and more nostalgic for iCarly than they were for like
they were.
No, 100%.
They were, and then I feel like even the characters that people like are just not the one that you would think. Like nobody gave a shit about Timmy. I definitely didn't.
Oh my god.
Nobody gave a shit about Wanda and the Cosmo. They did kind of care about Jorgen because he said like some funny stuff. They definitely cared about Timmy's dad, and they definitely cared about Doug Dimmadome. Just today, Doug Dimmadome was trending. Just today.
If they don't bring back Doug Dimmadome, then it's just whatever. Who cares?
Now, also, someone brought up Crocker. You are correct. Crocker is also very memeable, and he's one of the most memorable characters. Timmy could have been a saint, and I wouldn't have remembered. I doubt it, because he's a shithead, and I know that. But it's like, I don't remember much about his character.
He's homophobic.
Like, probably.
Oh, whoa. We can't just throw that around on Timmy.
Yes, we can.
Well, like, it's hard to say. Timmy is a little similar to SpongeBob in that they're both main characters of their series, and depending on like which part of the show you're watching, you are looking at a completely different guy every time, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
at least with SpongeBob, you had a blueprint. You were just like, he's funny, he's loud, he's cheery, he's trying to be optimistic.
Well,
you get that.
It's interesting because I would say season 1 SpongeBob in particular is not a very loud character. He's kind of
you're right. You're right.
He's more soft spoken, like in season 1.
It's like he's Rocco-like.
Yeah, because SpongeBob was very much built off like Rocco in a lot of ways. Early SpongeBob is closer to like Rocco than like he is now. I would say I'd say by like season 3 or 4, like around like season 2 actually is when they kind of settle into SpongeBob's characterization, and then by season 4 and 5 he's just off the shits.
Well, I think in defense of Timmy, I think Timmy is kind of really annoying, and I think though he was kind of made to be. Timmy is a stupid kid who the main like kind of almost sitcom style of the early seasons of the show followed a pretty like generic formula which is not up to say it's bad to follow a formula. I mean, Phineas and Ferb did it for a bit too, where you have Timmy makes a wish thinking it's going to help. It's a selfish wish or a not well thought out one. And then at the end, he kind of learns a lesson, and like, that's fine. I think it definitely just goes like way off the rails after that, where Timmy becomes more annoying, more selfish, and more of just like a general dick.
Now, to be absolutely fair, that happened to every character on the show.
Right? No, everyone on the show got meaner.
No, I agree with that. But I want to bring it back to Timmy real quick, where it's just like, what are kid characters supposed to be relatable to children?
I'd say so.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think we're looking at Timmy too much as we all are adults. And if Timmy was a real kid, we'd all hate him.
No, but that's
Yeah.
that's true.
No,
But
you
the
know,
thing is, like, when I was a kid,
7-year-olds watch The Loud House, get up to the TV, squish their face, go, he's just like me for real.
oh my god, listen to me. Like, the thing about it is, it's like Lincoln Loud is. I got excited because Lincoln Loud is definitely a Timmy Turner type. Like, he is awful. And even as a kid,
is it?
I did not like Timmy. He is one of those kids I hated in school. So it's like, I hated that kid so much. I think if your character is not relatable to children, he's not worth it.
But I mean, fair enough. But he's also a character in his own right, and probably supposed to be a bit more nebulous. I don't
He's
think
like
a character
cautionary
has.
tale.
Yeah, I don't think a character has to be relatable to be entertaining to watch. If that makes sense. Like if you're
hold on, I really like Seep referring to him as a cautionary tale.
no, but Seep's right.
that's-
though.
yeah.
Seep is absolutely right.
Like, I was
thing is-
going along with what Lou was saying because she's right.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to be perfect. You're supposed
He's
to be like,
not
Timmy, you idiot.
Yeah, you're
But,
supposed to. I think a kid watching should like. Okay, a kid watching a like season 1 or 2, 3, whatever episode of Fairly Odd Parents should see the falling dominoes before Timmy does. Should see the pattern. Should see the this is actually a bad idea. It's getting worse. Oh, Timmy, you're stupid. And they feel they kind of learn the lesson before he does, and then it's kind of hammered on into your head a little too hard at the end. You know, it's and not to say the show like is a master class of teaching, you know, like parables about like the pitfalls of humanity. But I think that was kind of the gist of it, is you're supposed to think, okay, what is Timmy doing wrong? Okay, this is what he's doing wrong. Here's some hijinks. It's kind of funny. Cosmo and Wanda do a dance, and then you got the ending, and it's like, okay, got it.
Is that it?
I just
That's it.
Timmy's full of shit. Let's just
Yeah.
agree on that. Hate that kid. Don't give a shit about him. He ruined Cosmo.
Okay, you guys are
Wanda's,
making him
like,
crying.
Get him off the screen. You know what? Now that he's older, no. Now that he's older, I can actually look him in the eye and say, "You were a fuck up of a kid."
Okay,
Get
but
away from
he's
me.
also like 3, so
Right.
we have to be a little nice to him.
Three?
No, as a grown up.
I said, as a grown up, I'm gonna talk to him. If he
I-
showed up
now.
at these random people's house, another fuck up, I'm pretty sure he's not
And
friends with
actually,
anybody in that house.
we are ignoring the fact that he is like 60 years old.
I love jokes. I love jokes in like cartoons when adults don't know the age of kids. It's like, I don't know, you're like 3, 2?
You're acting like I don't actually do that in real life. Like, if I see a child that's like 7, I'm like, what are you, 2?
That's one of my favorite like Phineas and Ferb jokes. It's like the evil Doofenshmirtz Phineas goes like, "How old do you think I am?" And the evil Doofenshmirtz goes like, "I don't know, 2, 3."
But yeah, anyway, like I said, please don't make me talk about Fairly Odd Parents right now in a very vulnerable place.
Oh, right. We would
Yeah.
never. We would never.
Yeah,
do that to
thank you,
We'd
thank
never
you,
make
thank
you
you.
talk about
Yeah,
Timmy Turner for.
I'm glad we
some
skipped
amount of
over,
time.
to be honest.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
have said. So
Yeah.
I want to ask this question because I don't care much, but I think that you do, Seep.
Oh my god.
That Bob's Burgers trailer, huh?
Oh yeah. Why
Talk
are you
about
saying?
it. Talk about it.
Okay.
I'm
kinda
holding
threw
a
that on
mic
me
up
and
to.
kind of
I'm
like-
holding a mic up to your mouth, like pressing it against you. Hey, see, tell me about the
heck?
Bob's
Okay,
Burgers.
what is this? What is this? You're like, yeah, you like that show, don't you, pretty boy, huh? What's happening? Yeah, we do. Ryan, are you gonna let Lou run your show like this?
I don't know. Yeah.
Lou's
Alright.
technically the court member.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, you're on the YouTube
you
banner.
I mean, you are.
Uh-oh.
You're on our YouTube banner, and you're like on our secondary show now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, how much should I say about it? We did announce it.
Yeah. That's coming still. It's just, stuff has happened to delay it, but it's coming.
Yeah.
Looney Doodles coming to a theater near you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the Bob's Burgers movie finally got a trailer since we were gone, which is something I was definitely waiting for. I think Ryan was waiting to see where that was when that was going to happen too.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like it's neat. I'm a very Bob's Burgers is a very easy show to like very casually enjoy.
Yeah.
By design, it's episodic like the other sitcoms, but it's also very like laid back. It's pretty. it can be pretty formulaic, but you always know what to expect from it, I guess. It's like going to a nice restaurant and ordering your favorite cheeseburger,
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
No, you know what? You're right. Not to interrupt, but I would watch Bob's Burgers kind of as almost background noise when I was playing through like a video game or something that like I was playing through.
Oh yeah.
I think it was Borderlands 2, and there's a lot of missions in that game where you just like stand in an arena and like mindlessly fight a bunch of guys, and I would literally like go, oh, gotta do another one of these, time for another episode of Bob's Burgers, because like I would only really have to half pay attention to the video game and then I could pay attention to Bob's Burgers at the same time.
Right.
And even by design, I think they've said like they make the show that so that like even if you're like not watching the screen, you'll always be able to follow what's happening.
Right.
Because
cool.
it's very like dialogue driven.
Yes, very.
Oh my god.
So yeah, so Bob's Burgers getting a movie before Family Guy.
That probably makes Family Guy so mad.
Wait, what the fuck? What do you mean?
Hold on. Before we continue this bit, Rosa sent an image she made in chat, and I'd be I'd be remorse if I didn't put this image she just made on screen.
I didn't want to watch it.
He always makes them very big, so we had to shrink them down.
Jesus Christ!
No. Okay. But what is the name of this character that you've created?
Misha?
Rosa? Please tell us.
That's his name.
No,
Misha?
well, no, that's Castiel from my good friend, Steven Universe. What is this guy's name now that he's combined with Timmy Turner?
I couldn't tell you.
You have 2 seconds.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Tommy Turner.
Okay, we can call him Tommy Turner.
For now.
I was trying to think of like a Castiel kind of name.
Nintendo.
Tim.
I like Cast Timmy. I like Cast Timmy.
I also like Cast Timmy.
That's pretty good.
Is that Nintendo?
Yeah.
That is Nintendo.
Oh my god, hi Nintendo.
Oh my gosh. And there's check that off your bingo charts, everybody.
Oh yeah. I actually printed that off. I have it going right now. I already have Lou crossed off in Nintendo here.
Here I am.
Just to derail for a second. I love our Nintendo like per episode quota because I don't think we even do it on purpose. It's just so absurd that just our friend Nintendo on YouTube just he always finds his way in every one of these episodes, and we always bring him up. He's like our god or something. I don't know what it is.
Nintendo, anyway. Did you hear that Tyreek called you out? That was crazy.
This is a drama channel. I want to talk about Bob's Burgers.
Yes,
oh, right. Never mind. Sorry.
Yes. Okay, so it's a 2D, beautiful 2D. This is like the first 2D animated movie under Disney in like years, technically.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Retroactively. But yeah, this movie looks really. I really like the background and like color work in this is pretty. I really like how it looks. There's a lot of like shading, a lot of like reflective color stuff. I don't know the technical artistic terms.
It really looks like it's still the show you know and love, but it's just got that little bump up.
I have such a soft spot for like when movies get like. When TV shows get kind of like movie budgets and they look like slightly nicer, I always love that. I have such a.
They usually animate them with like a like a camera, like wow, it's like it's a real life movie. Everything's softer, or the light is so bright. Like it's
the contrast does so much. Where it's like it's really bright and sunny, and there's like harsher shading on the characters when they're in the sunlight. Just all that extra stuff. I do like it. I can't wait for when the Family Guy movie comes out and we get like rim lighting on Peter when he's inside the house.
I think Family Guy is really funny because I don't think here's the thing. I don't think I hate Family Guy as much as some people do, but like you cannot make a movie for that show.
No, you don't think so?
A musical, but not a movie.
No, but hold on. Wait, like let's actually math it out.
Wait, no, hold on. No, it's not. No, Lou.
What?
You
Is there a
were,
time limit?
you were literally on the exact episode when we last talked about this exact topic, and we had this exact conversation.
Wait, I got it.
We don't need to go over it
Well,
again.
no,
Like,
I just-
technically, we already did get a Family Guy movie.
Well, you know what? Feep, I'm a different man now. Okay, like
You,
Well,
right.
I know-
I'm sorry,
I know-
Mr. The Dreamcast Pop, intergalactic talk show host. Sorry.
Wait,
no,
Family
bro,
Guy
bro.
already had a movie. It was called Sing.
Do it
my way.
Go ahead and
must
put
have
that.
sucked
Go ahead and put
Yeah,
that gif
yeah,
on
yeah.
there.
that must have sucked for everyone that heard that.
Oh, that was just
Shit.
I wanted to say, I know Family Guy has like hour-long specials, but I think the thing is, when you make the movie, it needs to be like a character kind of thing. Like you need to have like character motivation, and like The Simpsons, like our family that ultimately cares about each other. I don't think you can make me believe the Griffins love each other. Anyway, that's it. That's about that.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
can't do that with Bob's Burgers, and it's also going to be a musical. The show has really good music. I really like its musical
Central
numbers.
Park.
Real quick, Brax, in the
Yes,
chat, I'm looking at the chat right now. Brax, Sing 2 was actually pretty good.
I kind of like.
Yeah,
Sing too.
we did all watch Sing 2.
I enjoyed it
Yeah,
at the very
It's
least.
true. Well,
It's
but
cute.
we could, yeah. I guess that's something. That's also something that happened since we were gone.
You don't need to talk about it. That's all I have to say. I don't want
Well,
to
I
say
mean,
it.
I'll say this. I do not care for pretty much any Illumination movie. I just do not. I think Sing and Sing 2 are their best ones. I think they're
Yeah.
fun and cute. I don't think they need to be anything more. I don't think they need to be masterpieces. They're just fun and cute, you know?
Somebody did die. It was the
somebody
fucking
did
rat.
die. Yes. Mike died. The
No,
fucking
oh,
Family
wait,
Guy rat.
Nick is saying this in chat. Sing 2, I noticed this. There is way more furry bait in that movie than the first
Oh,
one.
yeah.
All
I
the
feel
new,
like absolutely.
all the new characters are sexy furries.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that like Sing 1's whole thing was like a lot of the main casts were characters you typically wouldn't see in like as main characters for like an animal movie. Like you have the main girl is like a big elephant, you got like a pig mom, the guy is a koala, one of the girls is like a porcupine or something. It's just
Right.
it's not like dog, cat, wolf kind of thing.
You're forgetting like the hottest one of them all, Johnny. Johnny is
Oh,
a
yes.
gorilla.
Yeah, and you don't really get that in like a furry movie.
wait,
The
wait,
gorilla
wait.
would be like a background character or a side character, but he's like pretty much one
Time
of the most main
out.
characters.
Time out. You're saying none of the characters in the first movie are sexy when
Oh,
that
boy.
sex monster
Jesus
Mike is in the
Christ.
movie.
Dawn, I can hear just a little bit of feedback, by the way. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I didn't
Wait, I actually want to say about the Bob's Burgers movie.
yeah.
Yes, please. say it.
I really like its scope. Like I feel like every shot in that like movie looked really like big, which I like when like cartoons go to movies. That's what I liked about the Simpsons movie a lot. In particular, there's a lot of just big like shots in that movie, and I think it adds like a real like oh, this is a big event. This is a big deal type thing.
Yeah.
That's what I like about both the 2D animated SpongeBob movies too. I think they have like really big. Because the first one's always going to take my heart, but I do enjoy the second one just for being like kind of weird. I do think like the 2D animation in the second one is really good. I think both those movies have really fun like scale to them in terms of the animation.
Yeah. It's just the fun stuff you get to do in a movie setting. I mean, what more could you want? What more do you want? Oh my God. Don't post that, Ryan. Don't
You
put
should
that on the screen.
Put that on the screen so people can see it.
Put it
I don't
on the
know.
screen.
That's gonna be there for like the remainder of this like episode. It's we got like another hour and a half left.
Do
in us, I
male
bet.
presenting nipples make you afraid? See, what are you
There's
afraid
no
of?
nipples on this image.
Go
I
ahead and
just
post
don't
it anyway.
like
Okay,
it.
go ahead and post it.
I don't like this Lord Farquaad looking at his mirror shot.
Go ahead.
It's just.
Go ahead and post it anyway. There you go.
Oh gosh.
Wow, look at
I
him.
mean,
I hope
I think
someday.
animation did
Hey,
get better.
hey, can I say? I hope someday when
What?
someone's writing an article about awesome transgender folks on Twitch TV to watch, I hope we're on
right.
it.
What if
really
I'm
are.
actually gonna vouch for you guys and just say, hey, these guys, they're worth it. Transgender representation.
We are. I mean, this should be on all our like
family.
on all our just like descriptions and like reviews on the newspapers, we are a gender balanced, pronoun neutral, ethnically diverse show, and we're all about showing like different perspectives, and we like to have a nice diverse cast. We like to hear from a bunch of different kind of voices, and I think we deserve props for that. I think we are.
You do.
Yeah, we do.
It.
I mean, we got white boy YouTubers. We got
Who else do we have?
Huh? Yeah.
We got you, Don. You're like black. And
Yeah, I'm like black. Sometimes I'm not black. Usually it's on Wednesdays.
right there with you.
We've had frogs and spiders and skeletons. We sound like the Muppets right now.
and frogs and chickens and whatever.
I get tanukis.
Yeah. Bear representation. There's already 2 on the stream. That's kind of crazy.
I can turn.
Yeah, we got butches and bears and
Okay, now you didn't understand which kind of bear I was talking about.
Okay,
no, who said?
Who knows? Maybe someday we'll have a little blue monster.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
In your dreams. Arlo is never responding to your messages.
Oh, okay, you see Lou over there doing some stupid shit? Here I come saying Arlo will respond. And if he doesn't, you know what? I'll just clap my hands really hard and break my fingers.
We just gotta be resilient. We gotta be.
Yeah.
I think we just gotta message him a lot. I think over the years.
Have you commented on his YouTube channel?
I have once, I think.
I'm sure I have.
Comment on his like every single video.
Yeah, every single tweet, every like personal opinion on like whatever TV show he's watched. Go like, oh, great point, Arlo. I like that too. I agree. Yeah.
I think you should still ready to start cast Twitter right now to reply to every single Arlo.
I'm not doing that.
Maybe I am.
Awesome opinion, Arlo.
Hey, I know how to distract you all. Did you all watch Cuphead?
Yes! Oh my god, I watched Cuphead.
Look at the fun! Yeah.
And a dash of heebie-jeebies. We got the heebie-jeebies!
I love their voices in that.
Me too.
I said this about I said this about the show. Second to the animation, I think the voice acting really carries that show.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Just so many personalities.
Love it.
So much personality in those voices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forget his name, but the guy who does Cuphead in particular, I think he nails it.
I have to stand him specifically. I
has...
stand all black voice actors. So yes, thank you for making Cuphead sound like my little cousin, who I definitely do not. Yeah, I'm just really happy about that in particular. I think his voice is great. He does a really good job.
Yeah, I love how the devil sounds. I love his like accent and
his accent, his fruity accent.
Yes.
Everyone's prepared.
Everyone's always like, "Oh no, we can't queer code the villains anymore," and I'm just like, "No, do it, make him sound gay."
We just need like 100. You just need to have like 100 fruits in the show.
Yeah,
I think
there's like a lot of different fruits.
There are a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables too. Am I right?
The wise teapot is kind of fruity.
Yeah, I think that the Cuphead show will only continue to find its stride and get better as like the episodes come out of its 140 episode long season that Netflix ordered.
No, you mean it's 4 seasons that'll be rolled out over the next like 2 years?
Oh my god.
I think that it will, I think everyone is kind of like either hit or miss on a lot of like the more writing aspects of it. It hits my funny bone pretty good. I'm easy to get with that kind of stuff, but I do get it. Like I think it needs to be a little snappier sometimes, a little faster.
All right.
I think the baby episode in particular is the one where I kind of noticed. I think the show needs to be a bit quicker. I feel like that one needed a bit more like escalation to it. I feel like the baby never was like cruel enough, or like the gags were a bit too spread out. I think it needed to be like a bit more manic. I think is what I thought watching that.
I think should have killed someone.
Yeah,
I think it should have too.
I think it like the perfect like contrast to that is like kind of the like almost one of the last episodes of that batch is like Elder Kettle like thinking Cuphead and Mugman are gonna kill him, and
Right.
it's just like really funny
I thought that
writing
was
wise.
funny,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, okay. It's like, okay, they're getting it now.
It's just it was unfortunately it was a lot of misses for me.
Mhm.
I did get a bunch of chuckles out of a few things, but nothing really like stood out for me to be like gaha and just make out a huge laugh. But I thought the show was incredibly cute.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it needed actual songs.
What do you
I
mean?
think like where they're actually singing. I feel like
Does
it would have
do
been
that?
the only song that I think actually worked was like Chalice, like Miss Chalice. Her
Oh,
song
You know,
was
like
great.
King Dice's on his little show.
His like little scatting that he was doing.
Yeah, that was
I
cute.
think he should have went full out and sang. He should have also. Wayne Brady
Wait, are you
is a
saying they
very
should sing
talented
more
man.
or sing less?
No, two
Get mixed
people need
messages.
songs. Chalice, who got one, and King Dice, who didn't.
Now,
He
Don,
got
What
a
other
scatting
songs are
thing.
there?
You didn't
Don,
like
wait,
the
I
devil
actually-
song?
No.
Does he have a song?
Yeah,
Yes.
he does. He's like, the Besterus,
Oh, in
the
the
big
first-
D.
Yes.
Wait,
Okay.
Don.
That's a fun one.
Don, let
Yeah,
me
that's
ask, Don, have you seen Sing 2? No, wait, I got the
I know,
wrong
Don.
movie.
I know you're a music fan.
Wait, I got the wrong movie. Don, did you see Trolls World Tour?
Oh, yes, okay.
Ryan.
Do you remember in the end of the movie when Poppy brought all the trolls together and she went,
Mhm.
"Let me hear you sing"?
Uh-huh.
So I think that you need to be more like Poppy and let them sing. You know?
You know, it's
Yeah.
really funny because I thought this segment was about our opinions on the fucking show. This is my fucking opinion. That's what I was trying to get out.
I want to ask.
And
I want to ask.
apparently we all look. It's just that some of the songs I was just like, okay, where did that come from? Why are you singing? We
Like
don't
the
have
frog,
to have
like
you
the Frog
sing.
Brothers.
Definitely them. Why are you singing?
I thought it was funny when they sang.
Yeah, honestly, I honestly don't really remember any of the songs, but that also means that they weren't like a drag. So
Fair.
They weren't
I
a
mean,
drag, but some of them weren't particularly memorable.
I mean, they're not
I
like
do.
songs that I'd listen to, but I'm sure they just like complement
That-
just like the wackiness.
I
a
feel the
little
same
bit.
way about the way, like, whenever they start singing and Ghost of Molly McGee, I'm like, yeah, I'm not annoyed by this, but I'm not listening to this later.
That's fair. Like, it's just
Which-
like I feel
that's-
like if you're gonna go
that-
big with the song, make it memorable.
As a brief tangent, I'm surprised I don't like the songs in that show very much because that's like Rob Cantor and he's from Tally Hall and I really like their music, but none of the songs in Molly McGee like land for me at all.
That's Hanukkah song.
Hanukkah song's alright. Now,
There
Rosa,
you go.
I would ask because we're all very loud compared to you. What did you want? How much of the Cuphead show did you watch?
All of it.
What did you like? Did you like it?
Oh yeah, it was really fun. It was nice to watch. I like the little gags and animation.
I feel like this show has some of your energy to it. It's very silly. I feel like you have a very similar energy to the show sometimes.
I mean, just like I said, the baby could have killed someone, and then I'll be like, yes, definitely. But again, it's still hitting the stride. Like, I like watching it. It's like not like completely in love, but like, it's still nice though.
I love it.
I really like it. It's freaking eye candy. I mean, that kind
Oh
of
yeah.
Very
goes without
iconic.
saying almost, just because it's such a huge part of it. But like, it's really, I love how dedicated to the style it is. It's got a really nice like color palette.
Mhm.
And it does that like film grain flickery thing,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I really love that. And it has like fake like cell shadows and stuff.
Yeah, I like those. I also
really
love
like it. I
the
feel like
like
we're getting
the,
more cartoons
Sorry.
like that.
I love the like physical sets they made too. For,
Ah,
like, some
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
shots.
Really good.
Those are really
The part where King Dice is like in the Devil's Lair, I think
Yeah.
that was kind of like a jaw dropping like
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that's a moment. That's a moment's moment right there.
That's the one everyone's gonna post about Twitter and draw drop it, like, justifiably so.
yeah. So
I
just
Yes,
to
yes.
say, it's like it.
just say so. This show.
Uh-oh.
Something else about the Cuphead show?
No,
think
those
it's
those sets are physical. I'm almost positive of it because they made those for the actual game too.
Yeah. It's like, a lot of older like animated shorts for backgrounds they'd make sets.
Mhm.
Yeah, like
I hope next season I hope there's more King Dice. I was surprised we only got one episode in this bunch of him.
Yeah.
Because I tend to find the episodes from this batch I like the most were the stuff with the main cast. Like I really like any episode with Cuphead, Mugman, the Devil, King Dice, Elder Kettle, and Miss Chalice. I like all their I like them bouncing off each other, and I want to see more matchups. I want to see what happened if Miss Chalice met the Devil. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think.
Rosa, what is this? What did you?
Like,
Sorry.
yeah, absolutely. Miss Chalice do like more girl bossing and stuff.
Yeah, I think Miss Chalice is like a character you're gonna like the show makes for episodes. I need to put this thing Rosa drew on screen. How do you just draw this while we're drawing?
Talking.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I have to say,
I had a few.
I've never played Cuphead. But I really like the characters and like all the stuff in this show.
Mhm.
And I feel like I'm gonna be like, people make the joke of like little kids watching the show are gonna like play the game and they're gonna start crying because it's just ruthless. I feel like that's probably gonna happen to me. Like one of these days I'm gonna be like, oh, I just gotta play this game. I just love all these characters. I want to see their like fun animations. I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna cry because I'm like a fake baby gamer and I only play like The Sims and Kirby.
No, okay. Take it from a Cuphead pro here, okay? I have put in countless hours into this game, both on Steam when it first came out, and then when it came out on Switch, I had to play it all over again. I torture myself trying to do perfect expert mode and etc. Cuphead is a game where, for the most part, you will win eventually.
Yeah.
If you're playing, if you learn it and learn the pattern enough, throw yourself at it enough, eventually you will beat the boss. Now there are some bosses that are just like actually bullshit. The Queen Bee being a big one. She like her boss battle every time I get to like that part of the game, I just go, oh, I don't want to do it again. You know? But you get into it, you get into the groove, you get into it, you finally, you might not perfect it, you might not get like an A+ or an S or anything, but you will beat it. It's hard, but it's not impossible.
Unless you're a game journalist, am I right?
Oh my god.
I can't be the tutorial. I'm a game journalist. We're all like this. I'm gonna give this game a 2.
Oh wow. Okay.
No, I can't believe the game journalists and Steven Universe fans are coming together to cancel Cuphead.
God.
They hate cartoons with animation in them.
Now,
want to see it dead.
For so since we're on the topic of Netflix cartoons, so
okay.
I guess talk about me, Lou.
Kid Cosmic ended. Kid Cosmic
Oh yeah.
ended.
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't gonna bring up my BoJack Horseman rewatch, but thank you for reminding me.
Okay. But yeah, Kid Cosmic did end. It's like a 12 season run, allegedly.
12
Wink.
season run?
No, well, it's just it was the kind of thing where it's like they had like 3 seasons, but it was very clearly
like maybe 2 batches, maybe.
No, yeah,
maybe if that.
I honestly would say I think that should have got a 1 batch pickup, split into 3 seasons. I would not be because the seasons get shorter and shorter. The first one's like 10, second one's 8, and the third one's 6.
But it is, as usual. I think one of the best things about it is it really knows how to spend its time. Like it spends its time really wisely, which is pretty refreshing. And we got that in this latest season or batch or whatever. And yeah, it's just it's
it's all right, I guess.
What? No. Is that what you're gonna say?
Well, I mean, I think I was on the episode of Ready to Start Cast when Kid Cosmic season 1, quote unquote, came out. And I remember gushing about it a lot in terms of like its animation and its style and how fun I thought it was. I think I have liked it less as it's gone on. Not because it's, technically dipped in any quality. I don't know. I don't know if I just got bored of some of the things, or I mean, there was a lot of stuff happening.
Here's the thing. I actually kind of agree to it. I think the whole show's good. Like, don't get me wrong. I'd say the whole thing is really solid. It's really good. But I think there's a vibe to the first season that made the most fun to me.
Yeah.
I think that like Kid in particular in like the second season was like really unbearable at times. Like he could be kind of a little bit of a brat, you know, a little selfish, but like there was just some times where it was just like, damn, dude, like calm down. Like didn't you learn this? Didn't you learn this lesson like 3 episodes ago? Why are you acting like this?
Conflict, I guess.
That's growth, you know. That's how it works. It's not consistent. I'll
say this: I thought the emotional core of season 3 was really strong, though. I like that it focused on. I like that it was a Papa G season. I think the focus on him was really strong. I don't know how to word this because I don't think it was bad at all, like even remotely. Right. I'm just trying to explain like why I thought maybe season 1 was kind of where it peaked for me a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it kind of came out of nowhere. Like it like. I didn't expect it to do a lot of things that it did.
I could give it that for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It just had a very interesting setting. For me, I think I talked about this last time. I like the second season. I think that's sort of like where it's kind of like a bit of a lull to me. I guess just because like it was like in outer space and the scope was like so big that it was just kind of it felt a little less personal. But I like I feel like stuff about the latest season kind of like reined it back a bit.
Yeah, 3 stronger than 2. I'll agree for that for sure. I'd say 1's the best, season 3 is the second, and I thought 2 is the weakest.
Yeah, but you know, like as a whole package, you know, it's a pretty great cartoon.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly recommend it.
I'll admit it. The kind of sad scene in this third season, it got me. It hit me a bit. I thought it was a good sad scene. I liked it.
Yeah. And it's neat how this is like is this like Y7? It's like funny how like Netflix kind of gets away with a little bit more than like a TV show could.
There's a kind of brutal death in this season in particular near the end.
Yeah.
So Yuri in chat saying this. Any promo for this season is not telling you what it's actually about. It's if you've watched any promo or seen any image for this season, that's not what it's actually about. I'll just say that.
I've never seen.
Yeah, it's very subversive. I guess it's very like, you know, this isn't your average superhero story. But no, it's like actually like I don't know. I think it has such a good emotional core. It's sort of like about superhero media in a way. Like it sort of comments on it, I think.
I'll just say
escapism of like a superhero media.
Yeah, I'll say also it does not stay in that location for very long. I'll just say that. I'll just to relieve any worry, because I had that worry too after watching the first one. I'm like, this is cute, but it's the whole season gonna be this. And then I got the second. I was like, oh, okay, no, they're doing something else.
Yeah, it was a really good like. I love when the show does twists because I think it does them pretty good. Like there's a few moments in the show that were just like, whoa, like I didn't see that coming, you know.
Whoa.
One thing I do, I miss in the show. Chuck has like the translator, and then he gets it taken away, and he never has it again. And he has a very specific like Tom Kenny, like flamboyant like Magic Man kind of voice.
Yeah.
At the start, and I wish they even ever called back to that. I don't think they ever did.
No,
which kind of surprised me.
You know what? I think season 2's the worst one because Chuck was in it the least.
Yeah, definitely.
Season 3 has more Chuck than the second one. If you were worried, don't worry. He's in more in season 3. I promise.
Don't worry, Chuck.
Yeah,
Chuck is in season 3.
I think he's funny. I like
Chuck.
Chuck.
Fans, Chuck up.
Suck, what up, Chuck? But yeah, so yeah, that's our discussion of Kid Cosmic, I guess.
All right, wrap it up with a neat little bow. Okay.
Yeah.
Tuck it away.
Can I start talking again?
Yeah.
Well, you could have talked that whole time, Don.
No, it's just the fact that I've literally never watched Kid Cosmic, not even a little bit.
Don,
I didn't want anything to slip out where I'm like,
I know what you watched, Don.
What did I
You
watch?
watched the trailer for Chip and Dale.
Oh no!
We were doing the Roger Rabbit. We Roger Rabbit.
Really quick, I just want to say, okay, I want to say how I feel about that before y'all start
I hate
doing
it.
like animation shit. Okay, you hated it. Got it.
Go on.
I see. When I saw that trailer, I was like, damn, this sucks. But then we watched Roger Rabbit, and I came back to that trailer and said, damn, this sucks. But there was a reason why I felt it that time. Is because it can never be like Roger Rabbit. It can never be like Looney Tunes back in action.
Yeah,
It's
they can't
missing
be perfect.
every part of it.
I want to
Rosa
say.
posted the woman.
I want to say right off the bat, watching the trailer for Chip and Dale made me go, maybe the Tom and Jerry movie had more impressive animation than I thought.
How did they fuck up so bad? How did they make them look so bad?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, it's inexcusable. Okay, if Disney is not allowed to put out a half-baked, shitty-looking thing ever again. They have a gajillion dollars. They have all the time in the world. They could hire as many people as they wanted to work on this shit, and it looks like fucking MMD models that were imported wrong, and their limbs are flailing everywhere, and they're not matching up the pre-recorded dance. That's what it fucking looks like. It looks like shit. I hate it. Ooh, I'm so mad.
Here's the thing. I think even beyond it, like not looking very good, I think the fact that it is 3D, kind of ruins a lot of the jokes in the movie. Because there's that whole joke where I don't know their names. Dale's the one who gets like 3D CG surgery. There's a joke about that. And that's a joke. And I need to stress this. I like the concept of this movie. I kind of like a lot of the things it's going for. Like I'm into kind of the more the animation type jokes. I just don't think like it lands very well. Like the very end like of the trailer where they kind of make fun of like they kind of parody like those like Polar Express Moms Eat Moms movie. I thought that was funny, but like a lot of the other kind of jokes like got the CG surgery. Like, well, you're CG too.
Yeah, like the other one who's supposed to be quote 2D is a CG is a 3D model, but it's it's trying to be stylized in a way to look 2D, like how the Peanuts movie did it, except they didn't give a shit and it doesn't look 2D at all.
Yeah, I mean, and I will say as well that like I'm with Ryan on like a lot of the concepts of this I do really like. And it's just a shame. I think it's just an idea it's kind of such an ambitious and like kind of out there idea that you just really need to nail the execution to have it work. Like if Roger Rabbit didn't nail the execution, I think a lot of like its charm would have been lost.
It's funny because we watched that movie a few days after the trailer came out as like a group. That movie is like that. It is astonishing how much that movie holds up, and it's fascinating to like look at.
Yeah. I mean, it really, Roger Rabbit takes the time to really like walk you through, okay, the first thing you have to understand is cartoon characters are like actors, essentially. Here is like they're standing in the world. They can like one of the first scenes between like, a human and a toon is Roger pulling at that guy's jacket. So it's telling you right away, they can touch each other. Like, that's what you need to know. And then you're like, okay, I'm set, I'm in it. And then the rest is just a fun, like, noir story. And for this new one, it's going so meta that they are going to just have to really, really nail that in, like, a way that doesn't make you, like cringe or, like, groan when you see it. And that's going to be really fucking hard.
Yeah. Where's that post with, like, the Futurama video game? Beautiful 2D animation. So it looks like that.
It's so wild that they're like trying that, but not really giving it their all. It feels.
I wouldn't say it's not they're giving it their all. I just think Disney gave them like $3 probably.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't think when they made this they were thinking in their heads, and we'll have like Chip be like half baked cell shaded CGI, like. I mean, the ideas are there, but it's just like it's just a shame.
It does. It's so weird. Like it's like. Go ahead, Rosa.
I was gonna say, like, it's like they can't really realize the idea. Like, they have it there. I mean, like, I post this anime woman a lot, but like that's like an example. Like, they were trying something here, but like they couldn't.
All the background characters look better than the main ones.
Exactly.
Yeah, probably because
and,
they
like,
only
this
need to be
moment.
animated for one scene. So
Hey,
it's just
Dawn.
like just draw them in.
Dawn, I want to ask you.
What's up?
So the thing that I'm curious about, because of all the Disney afternoon kind of stuff, my stuff was like Tailspin and Darkwing Duck. I never gave a shit about Rescue Rangers. What do you like? What do you feel about this being like kind of almost paraded as a Rescue Rangers like reboot, but not really? Like they really could be anybody else, you know? Because like you know these guys, right?
I do know these people, and you're thinking that this is like a gateway to an actual show?
No, I'm not thinking that. I think that like the main billing here in terms of like the main characters is they're going, it's the Rescue Rangers. Like that's the setting for like whatever is happening at the very least. You know, the Rescue Rangers are coming back together after so long.
Right.
But it
Right.
almost feels like the fact that they're the Rescue Rangers doesn't really matter. Like it could have been
Right.
any Disney property
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I just feel like I know they tried. I feel like they tried this before, but this just feels like this is a one and done thing. It feels like, hey, look at this. Do you remember this? You remember your childhood?
Mhm.
Good. And they're gonna close the book on it. It's not coming back. It's like that's it.
It is really weird, like how it is being like billed as that. Like this is the Rescue Rangers movie, like you know. It's just weird. It feels like the Rescue Rangers are being used like in the context of like the writers' childhoods instead of like what it actually was.
I feel like
which
this,
it's just kind of confusing. I think.
I feel like this should have been a more non-specific character. Like this could have been not Goofy. They shouldn't use Goofy. Like I don't know, like Donald Duck or something, like Donald movie or something.
Or
Just
literally any of the legacy characters they could have plopped in there's that spot. You know, anyone who hasn't been seen for a while, especially.
Yeah.
Or just like make up like stock characters that are just reminiscent of a specific era. It's
Oz-
like
this
is like a
it's an Oswald's movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
this is
Oswald would
like
have been
if-
really, really good for this, actually.
Yeah.
this movie kind of feels like if like Disney's Wreck-It Ralph was called the Donkey Kong movie. You know, like it
Yeah.
would have been like weird.
Well, and like I said, I don't know Chip and Dale that well. I don't know the Rescue Rangers that well, but I feel like there is a you know a population that does like Rescue Rangers. There's
Right.
a population that really likes one character.
Are we actually going to talk about that? Are we actually going to talk about that?
No.
No,
But
I have not.
I think that if you're going to bring the Rescue Rangers back for whatever reason, right?
Mhm.
You're probably more than likely introducing them to people who either were too young to watch it before or just didn't give a shit enough to remember it. And you have a real chance there. You know, what do people like about Rescue Rangers? I bet they like, I don't know, the adventure of it. They,
okay.
you know, what do you like about the Rescue Rangers, Dawn?
To be honest, not much. I'm actually confused as to why you're talking to me about it
Because
because
you've
you
talked
know
about watching
I
it
like
before.
Tailspin.
I know you like Tails. You're the only person I know who remembers Rescue Rangers.
I remember Rescue Rangers. It's just that like my mom likes Chip and Dale and she liked the show. But like I guess you know the new generation is just, you know, furries, so maybe they'll like the guy with the mustache. Why can't I remember his name? Monterey.
I gotta say, also related, I think it's funny. Gadget is the only one who doesn't have a line in this trailer, and she's coincidentally the only one who has her original voice actor back.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my point being is, I wonder if there was a way they could have, I don't know, the way that they presented Chip and Dale, they really, I mean, like, who's to say? It's a trailer, right? You know, we don't really know that much, to be honest. But it seems like they really are just like, I think like John Mulaney's persona and like whoever the other guy, I don't remember who's voicing the other one, and they're not really Chip and Dale, which I guess it doesn't really matter in the end. It's who gives a shit. But it's just almost lifeless in that way, where there's no like heart to the character, because like, so why do you care who it is? You know, it could be anyone. So why do I care that it's Chip and Dale? I don't care that it's Chip and Dale.
It does seem like a script that was written, and then later on, someone was like, "You can use Chip and Dale for this if you want."
Yeah, you can put them in if you really want. Like, would it have been cool if they had made original characters for this and used those original characters, you know, in a Wreck-It Ralph sense or even a Roger sense?
Oh, why would I watch this if it wasn't characters for my child?
No, right, yeah.
And even that, it's like, we gotta be honest with ourselves. All of us here sitting right now, this show is not our childhood. There's just no way.
It's like if Chris Pratt got casted as Mario.
Wait, Don, I'm gonna be honest. I really like the Chip and Dale MMO.
What?
The what?
Is that
The
real
Chip
or
and
is
Dale
that?
MMO.
Go ahead. No, hold on. Go ahead and mark off Rosa leaves us speechless on the bingo board. But I did not know anything about an MMO for Chip and Dale.
Yeah, it's Chip and Dale MMO.
You want to elaborate?
Can you give us a picture or something?
No.
Okay.
And
Oh, and there we have Rosa refuses to
elaborate.
Yep. That's almost a twofer. Like, why do we need two spaces for that?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, Chip and Dale MMO. Oh my
Well,
God.
you know, I will say the last thing I want to say about this is I made a tweet about the trailer when it came out.
Yeah, what's your Twitter? Do you want to promote that?
No,
Can we put
but
that on the screen, Ryan?
No, I want to. I forget exactly what I said because this was like a few weeks ago. But I said something like how it was kind of disappointing. You know, I wasn't really jiving with it, and how I didn't like it. To which some man about like 10 years older than me said that my comment was, quote, like such a boomer thing to say. I was like, and I looked at it and I go, oh my God, this person is 10 years older than me, calling me a boomer because I said I didn't really think the Chip and Dale Disney fucking metaverse movie looked very good. I was flabbergasted. I couldn't believe it.
Hey, I gotta ask. Fight for Timon and Pumbaa go to the metaverse.
Yeah, Timon and Pumbaa go to the metaverse.
I'm ready. I can't wait for them to meet Elon Musk.
I'm gonna make a rant video complaining that they just shoved it on Disney Plus when it should have been a theatrical event. The Timon and Pumbaa go to the metaverse.
Well, Disney Plus released their Proud Family reboot finally, Louder and Prouder. Woohoo!
I forgot to watch it. Well, I didn't forget to watch it. I just haven't watched it yet.
Hold on. See, let me pause for a second. You watched Ice Age Buck Wild. Couldn't find 22 minutes to watch one episode of the Proud Family.
Listen, I skimmed through Buck Wild. Okay, I'll defend myself here. I skimmed through it. I looked at like certain parts of the animation.
Is this the end of Sid the Sloth?
You know, they made like I saw like screenshot of Sid, and they made Sid very like feminine.
Shut up! Stop!
Can I look at the bingo chart again?
So yeah, the Proud Family. Have you watched it, Dawn?
Yes. Dawn has watched it. Dawn's muted for some reason, but
I was not muted. I was
You're
taking a
literally
moment to collect my thoughts because this is a podcast and what I say is matter. Just like that. I fucked that up already. Curse my way of talking. My point is that Louder and Prouder is... There are jokes in it, but they're not all good. A lot of it kind of depends on being in the know of Black culture.
Yeah.
And because of that, some of the jokes can come off a little racist. There's a joke with La Cienega that is really bad. Like, when that shit tried to come up, like, the whole chat was silent. It was not a good joke. I noticed it. I was just like, I wish we never watched this. Like, it's not great.
Oh my God.
But
really?
it's like, but when it does hit, I mean, for me personally, I was laughing at the jokes because it's like, haha, I get it. Yeah, I'm there, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I feel like the pace is a little weird.
It feels rapid.
It does, yeah. And it's just like, fuck, I'm just like, I'm glad it's out. I'm glad Black creators and Black artists and Black like voice actors are back and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like after coming down from like, haha, I'm glad it's back. I was just like,
Also, you
didn't need to come back.
Don, you've only seen the first episode.
Yeah,
though.
that's right. Yeah,
I was gonna say because if the first episode I think is not very great, but I think there's 3 episodes out now. Episode 2 and 3 are marginally better.
I would say so. I agree.
Like a lot better.
I'd say
the first episode is very like is very concerned with like announcing pretty loudly like, oh, we're a reboot, time to see what everyone's like looks like now, like everyone's changes and redesigns, like it's kind of meta in that way, and it kind of like takes up a majority of the episode and it's kind of annoying.
I think the I don't remember her name, like the character is supposed to be like the woke one,
Maya.
I think she has a lot of lame jokes. It's a lot of like, it's like gumball tier woke jokes. It's like, all right, calm down. I think you're smarter than this.
Yeah,
but it's kind of fun,
Okay, I just never. I feel like I kind of should have, because I'm like, yeah. I'm like I'm black and I'm on this show and I'm supposed to be the one. I'm glad Dawn's here, kind of picking up my slack. But I never really watched the original show. And it was on when I was a kid still, but I just didn't really watch it. The only episode I remember seeing is the one where Penny turns into a superhero. And it was kind of, I don't know. What kind of show is it? It seems like it's like a weird show, right?
It's like goofy, grounded half the time, and then the 3rd episode they go to space to play basketball for a bit.
It seems like that kind of show where like it has like supernatural elements, but it always catches me off guard. Like it seems like it's like a very like, just like grounded, but it's not.
Go ahead.
So, no, you first.
Oh, thank you. So the thing is, CPR, correct.
Sorry.
The way I feel about it now, after watching like the show Atlanta, the one that like Donald Glover or whatever his name is does.
Yes.
It's like, it's surreal realism is the way I would describe it now, because it's like there are many grounded episodes where Penny just goes to school or Penny just does like teenager stuff, but then you do get like Lou Rawls just coming in and singing a song in the middle of the show, or some kind of animal starts talking, or chimps start taking over the place. Like it's just a bunch of weirdo shit that you're not really expecting, but then all of a sudden you're just like, okay, I guess this is where we're at right now. I guess this is what we're doing. Let's go with it. She's in the Matrix in one point because she's like downloading music, and apparently that's the Matrix shit because she's stealing.
No, the original Proud Family had its surreal moments, and it's kind of almost like Looney Tunes-esque like stuff that would happen in the episodes, especially with Oscar. Oscar could get up to anything and you would just believe it was happening.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Michael just really quick.
I was gonna say, like, someone described the show as like being like Nichijou and The Simpsons.
Yes. Yeah.
Michael is a character from the original Proud Family who's kind of like a background gag character. He was like a male cheerleader, and like he like really was barely in the show, honestly. I mean, he was around, but they like they have thrusted him to center stage. He is pretty much a main character now, and I think out of all the characters, he has the most drastic like change in design. I'm gonna put this picture for Ryan to show you all.
Okay.
I think it's a good look for sure, but I like when I saw him, I didn't remember it was the same character at first. I was like, wait, that's Michael.
Yeah. First of all, as you show this image, I just want to say Michael is gender goals right now. Powerful stuff right now. Love that for him. Wish that was me.
Gender fluid.
You are. It is.
That's pretty cool.
I gotta ask Seep though. You said you didn't watch much of the original show. Have you seen God's Gift to Cinema, the Proud Family movie?
No, I haven't.
You've never
my
seen the
God.
Proud Family movie?
I know.
Oh
I
my
haven't
God.
seen the movie where they all turn to peanuts or whatever.
No, I have not. I
What?
understand now. I understand now why you told me I need to pick up your black slack. Apparently, because
Yeah,
it's so
I'm
sad.
saying.
You were just missing out.
I know.
That movie has it all. They make robot clones of the family. The Oscar robot does the iconic running towards the screen gif.
Powerful.
The Peanuts break dance with the white girl. It has it all.
Now, wait. Before we continue with that, we did see Zoe in that show, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. Don't know what they did with her. Don't know what was happening with her. Very happy.
Tall.
Taller and eats.
She was eating like a plate of spaghetti. That's what she was doing.
I mean, don't you do that, dear? You're tall.
I guess I am tall and eat
Do you
spaghetti.
eat spaghetti?
She is. She told me.
Well, so does Luigi.
Yeah.
Luigi.
And he's tall too.
Oh my God, it's all connected.
Do you think that in the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, do you think they'll I don't know, have another movie? You think so?
If they have another movie, expectations will be through the roof for me.
They better do some crazy shit.
It needs to be as crazy as the original one.
Oh, I do like the what Ryan said when we were watching the new Proud Family, where Sugar Mama's boyfriend, who is La Cienaga's grandfather, I think, Ryan said after we heard him speak, I'm so sad they didn't let him record in the shower like he used to, or something like that, where he had a shitty mic before, and now he sounds crystal clear.
It
was so funny.
I'm so sad he doesn't clip the mic anymore. He goes,
Who?
the Joker character.
Grandpa. When he laughed, it clipped the mic. It was very funny.
Yeah, I know that character.
Never noticed.
I definitely know him. His laugh will always scare me because it's so loud.
It's loud and sudden. And then, in the original show,
shrill.
he's it sounds like he's recording from a different plane, but now it's not quite as crisp, and it's sad.
All right, before we move on to video games, we got a few gaming news network. Hello everyone, welcome to the Gamers Brief. Today in gaming news, Nintendo just dropped new stuff in Nintendo Switch Online. Before we get to...
Stop.
No, keep going.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that.
I think me and Rosa probably want to talk about Precure for a minute.
No, I had not.
All right, never mind. Let's talk about Kirby then.
Let's talk about Precure.
All right, in the time we were gone, the part where everyone comes here to watch us talk about Bob's Burgers just shuts off. I don't care. Tropical Rouge Precure ended, and that's one I think where I can gather for the fan base of that show. I don't know if people like that one as much as I do, but I really like Tropical Rouge, and I'm sad it's gone.
Yeah, those are such a funny set of characters. They're just so energetic and weird. And I think it's even funnier when you consider Song is the normal one in the group, and that makes her weird for it.
Song's the only one who's not a freak.
And she's a freak for that.
I think Laura is one of the funniest characters they've ever made. She's a funnier character than they've had before.
She is just so full of herself, and it is hilarious. The first time she comes to the school and introduces herself, she says, I'm better than everyone else. I can swim good too. And then she nearly drowns that day.
It's very funny because Kiers aren't often selfish, but Laura kinda is. And I think it's funny that she's a bit selfish.
Yeah.
And the finale was good. The butler character was evil. That was fun.
Yeah, we saw it coming, and then he's just oh, he can't do anything evil anymore.
He had like
he completely lost his motivation.
he had like 3 extra final boss phases.
Yeah.
It's funny.
He like punches Sango through like mountains. And that is such a bit that can happen to Sango.
Just
Everyone
like
else-
Goku.
Yeah.
I
Like
do.
everyone else might get punched. Sango first punched through like 50 mountains.
I thought it was really funny that the end of the Butler arc is that he loses his motivation and they just go, we should give it back to him, and then they just carry him around for the rest of like the time they have left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have did. And then
Yeah, and just like the ending is just so perfect for like this series with like its ever changing tones.
Kurun will miss Kurun. Open for Kurun.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss that character. Kurun
gonna
is
say-
such.
I just want to say real quick, Kurun is the best little fairy guy. I love
Yes,
Kurun.
absolutely. The funniest trivia about Kurun is that like these during production apparently they debated whether or not to keep Kurun in because Laura was there, but they brought in a plushie of a CEO. It's like, yeah, we'll keep Kurun around, and that's exactly how Kurun functions. Absolutely, that ending was so sad and heartfelt.
And then
I'm really gonna miss those characters.
And then the time also we were gone, the next one started, which is whoa!
What the heck?
What the heck?
Is that the one on? Is that the one on Netflix?
Oh, that's Glitter Force.
Glitter Force 2.
Oh.
There we go, Glitter Force.
And then Milo Murphy's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So yeah, a new one started.
The OG. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, Delicious Party Precure. That one is like we were all waiting to hear the news, and then like unfortunately, Crunchyroll cut out like the introduction of like the main character, Yui.
Yeah, for
who is,
some
like, Pure Precious.
for some reason Crunchyroll waited till like the last possible second to announce they were subbing the show. I don't know why.
Yeah. And like it's so unfortunate too, because like her bit was like just as like just as an amazing send off to these characters, reference to like transformation, and like all the characters were wearing apron, and altogether it spells Sayonara.
Cute.
Yeah, and like Monasu steps on like poop or something.
Awesome. You know, Delicious Parties come out in this time too. And I've been enjoying it so far. I like Rosemary. I think he's a fruity character.
Yeah.
Big fan
Yeah,
of
he's
big fan of
absolutely
fruity characters.
I'm coming back in to say, because I know this is like the Rose and Ryan moment. It's okay. Rosemary's the best.
Absolutely.
I think
I love Rosemary.
Oh, love that character. So good.
Yeah, but it's only a few episodes in, so I don't have much to say. We don't even have all the
So
cures
for-
yet.
For sure, it's like it seems very reserved, but apparently, like they're sort of like spacing out like which the cures are adding in.
Yeah.
Like, usually, they'll like by episode 4, they'll have all the main cures, or like depending on the amount. But like right now, that's like all the cures. Like so far, we're just on 2 cures, and absolutely wild how they introduced Kokonen.
I don't know. I don't actually remember their names yet. I take when I watch a show, I don't know any of the characters' names besides like 2 of them until 30 episodes in.
Rosemary, Yui, Kokonen. There's Yeast.
There's a character named Yeast. That's correct. The dog is named Yeast.
This bitch is named Yeast.
I took me like 2 watch throughs of Azumanga Diet to remember every character's name, so I'm bad at that.
Yeah, but I'm sort of amazed at like how this girl, they introduced this girl. It's like, wow, I like Yui a lot, huh?
Like Starbomb. You know?
What?
I'm ready to give love a shot. Remember?
Stop!
And then, like,
Stop!
Episode...
What?
The end of the episode with like Yui carrying like Kokonen like a princess.
You liked that.
Of course.
Green Captain posted on Twitter, and you got 1 million. Everyone else liked it too. Everybody liked that.
Yeah.
That was your Reddit Gold moment. When you were watching it, you gave Precure your Reddit Gold.
Of course. But that's how I know it's gonna be a good season. Like I was a little worried because we just came off from like a nutty season.
This one's a lot more calmer, but they tend to do that. It tends to be like with Precure. There's a wacky, silly season, then there's a reserve season, and then it goes back and forth.
No, it's like still a little funny. Still pretty funny actually, because like the dynamic.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see more. I
I don't know what's going on with that boy.
I know a lot of our viewer base isn't coming from Precure, but it's something very special for me and Rosa, and you know, it's a very important part of our relationship. You know, we want to talk about it.
Yeah, we also saw another Precure thing.
Oh yeah, we watched the movie, which was okay.
The Proud.
I enjoy it so because like it's just like another thing to see the Tropical Rouge character again.
Now, let me say, if the Tropical Rouge movie included the girls meeting Peanuts and breakdancing with them, I think it honestly would have fit the tone of Tropical Rouge pretty well.
I think Erica is like a Peanut character. Now Erica, we're talking about the dog
character?
from like Heart Catch. Yeah.
The dog?
Not a dog.
Erica's
She's a human girl.
She's very dog-like, is the thing. Actually, no, she transforms into a cat. But I like calling her a dog.
All right.
But yeah, that movie was a fun time though.
It was okay. I think it didn't really need to be a crossover. I think that might have sullied its part of the movie a bit. I think it caused some focus to be not fully there. But you know, it was cute. There was some nice songs.
I mean, the Tropical Rouge like season in general was a lot shorter and than most Precure seasons because of its production being, you know, pretty much smack dab in the middle of COVID. So to have its movie pretty much have to share a spotlight with another group is kind of it's like dang it.
Yeah, typically like that would be like a crossover with another series would be like the first movie, but since it's like, you know, the first crossover was just a short.
Wait.
And then it has to be like a whole ass movie.
What if Erica met Rain Dog?
Well,
he could have been in the movie because they go to like this Christmas town, and then Rain Dog could have been there, and then he could have been in all the scenes when they're trying to open the door. And that one scene, he could have helped them open the door. That would be awesome.
Also, only one villain shows up, but only in the beginning.
Oh yeah, the hot slug lady shows up.
Yeah.
Slug?
Yeah, the sleep slug lady, the sexy one.
Oh, right.
But yeah, it was
obviously.
Yeah, they had to have the sexy one.
Absolutely fun movie.
I just don't know if sexy and sea slug go together. Can you like show a picture of her?
She's got like a sexy face.
Just the face?
But like the body's up to you, you know. Let me get like a full image. I don't know why this image is so big with like so much area. Why is this? Okay, is anyone having this problem with Google Images where everything suddenly saves a WebP all of a sudden?
Yeah.
No.
A web?
Any transparent image for me is saving as a WebP now, and I don't know why. And it's the worst.
Are they loading?
Not sea slug. She's a sea cucumber.
She's a sea cucumber. Here she is.
Yeah.
Okay, see, this got like weird woman magic. I know for a fact every lesbian loves this woman.
Well, yeah, of course.
What is this Ryan Bate character? What is this?
You're right.
I'm glad now. I feel like I've reached a low if Seep can call me out. I feel like if even Seeps notice the type of characters I like, I think I've reached a new low.
I don't think you need to feel ashamed for liking this character, Ryan. This is a perfectly fine anime wife. No issues here.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not Frieza, so you're good.
I think one of my favorite thing about like how they introduce the other characters is that like Erica just comes in like a jump scare.
She does. The movie has like no build up to her. She just appears.
Yeah, the Heart Catch team are just there. They never explain it. Like you could guess, but like, yeah, no, they just pop out.
I think Erica's is everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since we're on the topic of anime, can I just have a smidgen of time here to get hype about the new Dragon Ball movie coming out?
Hold on, before you do that, I just want to ask Rose, did you have anything else you want to say? I want to make sure you get your time.
Hey, one final thing I want to say.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Really important. I love Kurun in that movie.
Kurun is very funny.
Like, oh, absolutely. That little freak just crawling around and then just like being the best. But also, like, I love to say that, like, that movie is just absolutely, the ending to that movie is absolutely heartwarming, and
It's very
just, like,
cute. Yeah.
it like really plays on like Laura motivation. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. It was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Now,
talk about your. Oh god.
I was gonna say and now I look forward to like when the manga gets scanned and released.
Oh yeah. Now, Lou,
If-
before you talk about Dragon Ball, you talking about Frieza did make me remember something, and
Jesus.
I wish I could
Wait,
find. I wish I could find this image to this day. Back when Yokai Watch was a thing anyone cared about, there was an old leak when like Busters was coming out that like said Frieza was gonna be a boss, and there was like a fake image of like Jabadion like fighting Frieza, and I wish I could find this image because it was the funniest thing in the world to me.
Oh man, can you imagine? Maybe our worlds would have crossed a lot sooner if Yokai Watch and Dragon Ball actually had a crossover effect.
I'm surprised they haven't, because that series there's a Neon Genesis crossover now. There's a Attack on Titan one. They've done Kitaro. They're gonna get to Dragon Ball eventually.
Oh, they got him.
Yokai?
Yeah. That's all
That franchise still exists?
all that series has left is the mobile game, and all they do now is crossovers.
Okay.
That's all they got.
I don't think it has much left beyond that, if I'm being frank with you. As a quote-unquote fan of the series, I don't think it has much time in itself left, but go on. Again, talk about your Dragon Ball movie.
There's going to be a new Dragon Ball movie.
A little racist. Is this your man, Lou?
Whoa. I did not draw this. Dawn drew this. Go ahead and put it up.
Are you guys gonna make me put little racist on screen?
You gotta.
No! No!
Well, we've talked about it, so now
Why are
I
you so
have to.
ashamed of little racist Dawn? You drew it.
Yes, but I want my friends to actually have a podcast next time.
Yeah, the advertisers are gonna run
Don't do
away.
that.
We're not gonna get our Skillshare sponsor.
Yeah,
put
you're not
little
gonna get your
racist up.
skill share.
I'm removing.
sponsor.
Just look at it. I mean, everyone who has just opened another tab right now. I need. How many people are in chat? I need all 40 of you to type in chat. I have seen Little Racist before I get rid of it. I've seen Little
You're
Racist.
insane.
Okay, good. Good.
I've never seen the chat so united in one goal.
Oh my god!
All right, I'll
Take it off the screen right now.
get rid of Little Racist. Anyway, go on, Lou.
You roller skated away. I'm sorry, virtual. You're never gonna see it.
Recover from that. Oh,
I didn't draw that.
You did. You
Lou
did draw
definitely
that.
drew that.
Why
So
would I
here's
ever
the story
draw
behind that. So I did watch the Broly movie that came out. You remember?
Yeah.
And he walks up in the dub. He walks up to the people and he's just like, "Hello, monkeys." And I hated that so much
No.
that I
Okay,
drew
that's
that.
Okay,
No.
so that is my big. Okay, allow me a minuscule rant here.
Are we about
okay?
to go into this rabbit hole?
No,
right now?
let Lou finish.
Okay, no,
Okay,
listen.
yeah.
So
No,
here's
yeah.
here's a problem I have with sub versus dub in terms of Dragon Ball. The thing about Frieza's character is that, especially early on, maybe less so now because he's kind of lost it a little bit, but early on, his whole thing was he is the most polite motherfucker you'll ever talk to. He talks very like sincerely in a way, but he's talking shit. Like he has this air of he knows he's better than you, so he kind of talks down to you, but he doesn't say anything outright insulting. Like he's talking perfectly nice to you, but like you
Right.
could tell he's being a little bitch. So in the sub, what he's saying is something along the lines of like, "Oh, it's so nice to meet all of you," like kind of, putting on that air, like, "Oh, this isn't worth my time, but oh, look at how nice I'm being." In the dub, he just straight up is like, "Hello, monkeys." It's like, why did he say that? He would have never said that.
Oh, I had a very visceral reaction to that. It's not even anything about that. It's just like the way he said it. I know it had nothing to do with me, but I was hurt by it. And
Oh
I
my
was like, I
God.
hate this little man so much. So I drew that as retaliation, and also I think it's really funny. So that's just how it is. That's why it
All right.
exists.
Well,
Oh.
We'll
But
go
anyway,
ahead
there's
and
a
defend him.
new there's a new movie coming out. As far as I know, Frieza's not in it, so let's just put that on the shelf. This is a very like Piccolo. It looks like Piccolo Gohan centric movie, which I'm like so ready for. I want Goku to take a nap and be stuck somewhere else because lately it's it's Gohan used to be kind of what they would prop up as, okay, Gohan's going to be the next main character, like Goku's dead, Majin Buu's out there, it's Gohan's time to shine. And then they got really scared and they said, "Oh, well, we can't have Goku doing nothing," so they brought Goku back, and then Goku became the main character again, which whatever. I like Goku, so I don't care that much. But now we have this new movie coming out. It looks like it's just a lot of fun, a lot of antics, lots of shenanigans. We actually see Goten and Trunks aged up properly because they used to look like 5-year-olds, even though they were like 12. Now they actually look like young teens, and that's nice. Gohan's daughter is aged up too. She's like a little toddler. She's not like a super baby anymore, which will be fun because even as a baby, she was like super strong and powerful, and like I just can't wait to see like a little toddler girl like punch somebody and send them flying into like a mountain. Like it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited.
All right. Well, that's great. And where can we? This is gonna be on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Hell
Goku's
yeah.
like a
Right.
princess now.
Wait, can I
Yeah.
talk about wait, can I talk about my favorite part of this whole situation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trunks and Goten are aged up. And I
Yeah.
love that for them. Which means because they did do a little tease that they were gonna try fusion. So we get to see big Gotenks too. And I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, we that's right. Like an older Gotenks. I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm so down for that.
I'm gonna get that in few media, like only in the spin-offs.
Yeah, there's like a 3DS game called like Dragon Ball Fusions where you could pretty much fuse any character with each other.
Yeah.
It was lots of fun, but most of the fusions are like really ugly.
I have so many pictures of them. I love them to death.
Goten and Trunks are childhood best friends, so take with that what you will. I will not make a comment. They're like 12. I don't care.
All right.
No, remember that clip where like they're hanging out? And it's like, look at us being gay, and then they say, ignore dad. They learn my dad, and then you're just like, why ignore?
God, yeah.
Hey, Ryan, can you go ahead and post this at least?
Oh, the most powerful
All right.
fusion in the world.
These are the two characters from Dragon Ball I know, so combined together. So I will post them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I subjected Ryan to a few Mr. Satan episodes, and now I feel like I've made Mr. Satan your favorite Dragon Ball character.
I feel like until I watch the episode with the lesbians in it, he will be my favorite character.
Does Mr. Satan actually say Goku?
In the dub, he does a little, yeah.
Okay.
Well, and in the dub, the voice actor is trying to do like a Hulk Hogan voice.
Okay.
I'm friends with Majin Buu.
Goku.
Right. Okay.
I adore Dragon Ball. I love how stupid it is. I don't care. Every time everyone like makes a 3-hour rant video about Dragon Ball Super and how bad it is, I go, I don't care. Mr. Satan and Majin Buu are I do not care.
That's the
I don't know why people would argue.
the attitude that we need.
So
before we get into Scrat Tales.
No, we're not.
Okay.
I was gonna say that we talk about video game stuff now. There's a lot less of this, so don't worry. There was a Nintendo Direct like a few weeks ago. I forgot everything. I forgot everything that happened in it. What happened in it? What was in it?
Nintendo Switch Sport. We don't need to talk about it. We could just talk about friggin' Mario football.
Yeah, you know us. You think we care about anything else in these directs besides the stupid baby Mario games? You think we care about the fact they announced beloved JRPG Love Alive finally getting an English translation coming to the West, allowing people like me to try it for the first time who didn't have any previous way to try and play it, expanding to a new audience? No, I'm here for this stupid baby Mario game that I'll play in
We're here
But,
for the cereal box cartoon video games.
When I play this game for 3 hours and then go, it's all right. Remember this. I'm talking about Mario Strikers right now, not Love Alive. I'm gonna play that one. I think that one looks cool. Live Alive, I mean, that's what it's called.
Live
I think the game looks cool.
The Switch has like a lot of good RPGs on it.
It does.
Yeah. It's basically an RPG powerhouse at this point.
Oh, it really is.
There you go.
Like we joke, but absolutely.
Cross it off your fucking bingo chart.
There's John Cartwright from not Nintendo Life anymore, from Good Vibes Gaming. I should like reach out to like all those people, like Rob Paulson's son.
I can't do that.
What? Yeah, I'm sure John. We should get John's baby on here. That's probably more in our range.
John's baby.
Yeah, John's baby. He has a little baby.
Okay.
I want to add in real quick. I don't remember anything from the Nintendo thing. I just remember being like excited about it though. Like something happened. Something big happened.
There's some mode. Yeah, there was Kirby. There was Mario Brothers.
So I guess we should start with Mario Strikers. I think Mario Strikers looks good. But I'm not buying that game until we're like a week in and I get confirmation it's good. I feel like I got very burnt on Mario Golf and Tennis, which I both felt were very lacking.
Really?
If this one comes out and the reviews aren't like dazzling, I'm not picking it up. I like the aesthetic of it for sure. I will say, I do feel I'm glad they kept kind of the hardcoreness of Charge. I do think it's a bit toned down, though. I noticed.
Yeah,
because Strikers Charged was insane. Like, it was in an apocalypse. There was tornadoes flinging characters everywhere. The Mushroom Kingdom inhabitants were just getting hit by lightning. It was insane. This one feels a bit softer, I want to say.
Yeah.
A victim of the Mario mandates.
No, it's not. It's not as bad as some other Mario modern stuff, but it is a bit softer. I am glad though it still is a bit extreme though. I'm glad to some extent. When we see Daisy in it, then I'll buy it obviously because that's how my stupid chip brain works. To go, ooh, girl, pretty.
I've never played it.
I want to say this about like Mario aesthetics, but I think there's a different in tone between like the GameCube era and then to like current era. And in between that was them figuring out, I think we want to be more cohesive.
Oh, I think Mario Strikers Charge was the game that made Nintendo think that. I honestly don't.
Absolutely.
The UI does remind me of Mario Plus Rabbids, and the only thing I can think of is that this is Next Level, who's a Western-based studio, so it might just be like it's a more Western-looking menu. That's all I got.
Okay. I am the one thing I know about Mario Strikers because I haven't played it. It has some like cool animation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because Next Level games, they're like freaking like DreamWorks like render farms or something. Because they can pump out some really good looking like video game animation.
Luigi's Mansion 3 is I think like undebatably like you're not gonna change my mind on this. I think that's the best looking game on Switch.
Yeah, like they're masters at it. So I think at the very least, I think I'll probably enjoy watching the Brosafia Gaming like 20-minute all animations, all victory taunts video. So,
just looking at the trailer, there's just like a lot of squash and stretch.
What is it all about? Like, what makes this a special like soccer football game? You know, what do you like about it?
I think it's because it's very brutal. I think you see the first inkling of it in like the first Striker games were like just kicking it around, pushing it nearby the canna, causing it goosebumps. Like, wow, this is more violent than Mario usually is. Which is like you could say a lot about like
so it's like games. It's like combat sports.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
like soccer with no limits.
Right.
Like you
All right.
cannot tackle a person, but like once you do,
What's it called when Phineas and Ferb like Soccer X or whatever?
yeah. No.
Oh yeah. Oh, soccer like X7.
And then they say that Milo.
Football
This is just
G7.
like like Soccer X7, and they say that to Milo Murphy.
They do. They
Football
do.
X7. That's my favorite Milo Murphy. Remember
Football
Phineas?
X7.
My favorite Milo Murphy. Remember Phineas and Ferb moment.
Yeah.
No, but next level is always a visual treat. So even if I don't buy this, I'm gonna glue my eyes to the screen when the Professor Gaming All Animations video drops.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I might play that. I might not. I don't know.
I mean, Toad's in it, so
You
you'll
know.
buy it. I mean,
So
If he
you
helps
come on.
Toad, then
love-
definitely I will.
you love Toad. I'm stuck with some Toad heads here. I got Toad from Seep and Toadette from Rosa. I'm surrounded by Toad heads.
Well, now the real question is, I've been waiting so long. Is
Birdie?
Birdie Birdo in it?
Not yet, but she might be.
I'm not buying this game until she's in it. So
Yeah.
good luck. I'm talking to Nintendo directly. Good luck.
Directly to you.
They announced Xenoblade 3. That happened.
Oh, that was the thing.
They have better
Oh,
character.
yeah.
You got like a character designer.
Yeah, I'll say, I haven't played either of those games. I'm interested in playing the first one someday. I don't have a lot of interest in playing 2 ever, if I'm being honest. But I think I think the character design we've seen from 3 looks better than 2 to me personally.
I would agree. I think I will probably never play Xenoblade just for one reason, and it's definitely a me thing. Those games got too many menus for me. It's got too many little things, little trees and
Aw,
little trinkets and
For your
little
little pea brain.
No,
for your
exactly. I mean,
tiny-
my favorite games are like I like to put it in and I like to jump around and like get things. So I like your sunshines. I like how the new Kirby's shaping out. I like Cuphead. You put it in, you start playing, you start shooting stuff. Like it's simple. It can be hard and challenging, but the basic gameplay for me, that's what makes a game fun. Is if the gameplay loop is fun. And if I'm just like having a good time going through it. If I have to stop every other 5 minutes or so to open up a menu and like upgrade something or move something or like and that that works for other people. Some people love that shit. They love the micromanaging stuff.
Right.
They love the skill tree stuff. Like that's
like
cool.
Simpsons, yeah.
Right, but if
There you go.
I am somebody who, when I get stopped in a game for any reason, even if it's a legitimate reason, if the game stops me cold in my tracks for any reason, I get mad. Like if they start talking to me too much, if they start trying to get me to like stop doing something, I'm like, you better watch out. I'm so mad at you right now.
You're gonna threaten the game?
No, for real though.
Like Xenoblade seems like it's like working off of like MMO kind of thing.
I'm gonna speed
Like
through
the
some of the other things.
Dale.
The direct real fast. And here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna say names in the direct, and you're gonna turn a knob on your desk that says yes or no on it, and that's how we're gonna speed through
Okay.
this. All right.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Splatoon 3. The mode from the second one is back.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Like,
right.
new bosses, but like
Very excited.
Earthbound is coming to Nintendo Switch Online.
All right, I guess.
I'm about to buy it a third time.
You don't have to.
Fire Emblem Warriors.
Don't care.
Nintendo Switch Sports with the Bitmoji bees.
Sure.
Portal 1 and 2 collection on Nintendo Switch.
I have played this game so much, and I will keep playing it. I will buy every version of it. I love Portal so much. I don't
the
care.
Steam Deck killer is here.
I think they'll add more
I
stuff.
didn't even consider that.
Front mission first line.
Huh?
What?
I can't remember anything else. Let's just talk about Mario Kart and Kirby to wrap this
What
segment
about
up.
Klonoa?
Oh,
You're just
You're right.
Klonoa, turn your tab to yes. I know all your answers.
Hell yeah!
yes.
Okay. All right, let's talk about Mario Kart and then Kirby, because Kirby will have more to talk about. They announced 48 new Mario
You didn't
Kart.
say anything about Tycoon Rumble.
Oh my god, we don't have time for that.
Yes, Tycho. Woo! Tycho.
They announced 48 new tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and they look great. I'm glad they're here, but damn, do they look ugly.
They don't look to the same quality of a lot of the like base game Mario Kart 8 stuff. I can see it, but at the same time, Mario Kart 8 is the best game ever. It's never gonna die. They're just gonna keep adding more. It's never gonna die. It's gonna be here forever. I love it. I'm so excited.
Here's the thing. I think they do look a little ugly. And I wish we were getting characters. I think I have a theory. They're not adding characters of this because they have to trick people into thinking that Mario Kart Tour has any worth whatsoever.
Right.
So if they put Pauline and Diddy and Birdo into like Mario Kart 8, nobody is going to play Mario Kart Tour ever again. That's all I had left.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's 48 tracks for $25 and it's free if you have the online. That's a lot of shit, and I play Mario Kart a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's worth it for me.
Yeah, I'm on that family plan, so I actually pay like less for the like expansion pack than I would if I was just paying it solo by myself.
That reminds me, there are people on my family plan that does not pay me. I gotta work on that.
You gotta run a tighter ship.
Yeah,
you're right.
I think Mario Kart Wii is a very ugly game personally, and I still think the Mario Kart Wii Coconut Mall looks a lot better than the one in 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
I have the unpopular opinion where I like severely dislike Mario Kart Wii. I like a lot of the levels in it, but I think that game controls like a greased up wheel. Like I hate that game.
Oh, it looks pretty greased up too.
Yeah.
But I mean, I am excited just to have. It's a good excuse to like hop in a call and be like, "Hey, y'all want to play Mario Kart?" It's a good excuse for that.
Yeah.
I have something new.
I'll say, because I have Mario Kart 8, but it's the
don't
one
talk about Double Dash like. Sorry, I just have to say, Double Dash is actually good. Okay, go on.
Double Dash is great. Hello.
I got Mario Kart 8 when it came out. So like the 2014, I'm like a different person than I was when I first got it. And I didn't get it on the Switch because I'm like, I already have it, even though I don't play it that much. This is the closest I've gotten to like buying it again. To buying it again. And I imagine a lot of people are like in that kind of position now. A lot of Wii U warriors. I wonder if there's like a strong coalition of people who are just like very very adamant about like not buying Switch ports. Like, oh, we're the Wii U warriors, you know. I wonder how they're feeling.
You've made up a person.
No, he's not. No, he's literally not. There are. I have seen these Wii U warriors. There are people who I think 80% of the people online who get really mad at any criticism of Nintendo are people who are still in the Wii U era and have refused to stop being bitter that Nintendo, their wholesome boy company, lost the console generation. The Wii U warriors exist.
Wow.
Yeah, Wii U warriors, sound off in chat. I don't know, but I've been sold.
The thing is, like, with the Wii U, I've said before, I was definitely one of those people who had it, bought it. Like the games I had on it, like I had Splatoon, I had Mario Kart 8. Like I had a good time with my Wii U. It sure did take a while to get there, but I did have a good time with my Wii U. And even I can look back at that and go, man, I just wish we had skipped over that and gone straight to what we got here.
Here's the thing. I think the Wii U is worth it solely on the fact that like Tropical Freeze is the best game ever made, I think. But that game's on Switch now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Like, for me, personally, the Wii U was my Splatoon machine. I think Splatoon 1 worked excellent. Just powerful on the Wii U. I loved it on the Wii U.
I think the Wii U, for 80% of people by the end, is you had your one single-player game you liked a lot. You had your Tropical Freezes or 3D World or Bayonetta 2. You had your one single-player game you loved. And then after that, it was your Mario Kart 8, Smash Bros, Splatoon, Netflix machine.
I agree. I was playing. I didn't even play Smash on it enough for me to justify it. Splatoon, literally 24 hours, always on. I was playing it that often. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But
And it's
no.
it's got actual like virtual console, like Game Boy Advance games that you can buy right now. Please hurry!
I actually did play Partners with Time for the first time on my Wii U. I remember that.
Yeah, I had a good amount of like virtual console games on my Wii U. I think I had like Paper Mario or something and
yeah,
Kirby 64.
I honestly think the single biggest loss from the Wii U going down is it's the only way, and even from like emulation, it's like the only good way to play the e-reader levels in Mario 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, it's like the only way.
Yeah, I should figure that out then. I never played that one. I feel like Mario Advance, like the last one, is like the rare one for some reason. I don't know. I feel like I don't see it a lot. I've never played it. That's the only one I haven't played.
I feel like we have no time to talk about Pokemon. And can I ask you all a question earnestly? We all care about Kirby more than we care about Pokemon, right?
Yeah, of course.
Not just not me.
No, I need to stress this. I like Pokemon, but we're like 2.5 hours in. We need to cut down on something.
I'm more than willing to skip it because I'm not into the generation that we're talking about right now.
Okay.
So can I just really quick say, Fuecoco is a really good starter. Get him first. All right, go ahead.
Okay, real quick. Let's just really lightning round Pokemon. Legend Arceus is good. Having a lot of fun with it. The game looks like ass though. I can't deny that. The skybox is very pretty. It's got a very pretty skybox. I like the characters in that game way more than like Sword and Shield. I think it's got better characters. I like that some of the characters are little bitches. I think Pokemon was way too nice for a bit, but I'm glad characters hate my ass now. I'm really happy about that. Skybox is beautiful. The game looks like absolute ass. Runs like absolute ass. I think it's glitchy as hell. My girlfriend got soft lock, which sucks. I probably need way more time in the oven, but on the whole, it was a good time. Had a good time playing it. You guys' thoughts, real quick.
I want no other Pokemon game going forward to ever go back to the old gameplay style of random encounters in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
I still like trainer battles, but I want them to be harder because anytime you fight a person in Arceus, it's like a laugh. It's an absolute joke. They have one Pokemon and you kill it. And then you fight the actual boss, which is like a giant Pokemon, and that's really fun.
That game is so funny because every single trainer battle in it is absolute baby shit until like the post game bonus one.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. My thoughts real quick. I don't have the game. I'm not gonna play it. The bitchy gay guy, love that guy. What's his name? Millie? Love that guy. Melly? What's his name? He's cute.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I actually
don't know. Love that guy. Love that guy. Okay. That's it. That's my review.
Rosa, you want your thoughts real quick?
I got soft luck, but I'm out.
I'm happy for you.
I like the customization in the clothing.
Yeah.
It's even though it's not live, it's like, you know what? I can work with this. I like that. I like catching all the Pokemon and then like nicknaming it anytime I want, changing their moves out, this and that. My brother keeps telling me they should keep HMs or think about keeping HMs.
No, they shouldn't. No.
I don't know why he keeps bringing up YouTubers I don't care about.
Quick Gen 9 thoughts. I think it should have been next year. I think it looks a lot. Yeah. I think color wise and visual wise, it looks a lot better than Sword and Shield already. I can say that. I like the starters a lot better than Sword and Shield. I thought all the Sword and Shield starters, the first evolutions, have the same exact silhouette. I'm glad the new ones have better shape language to them personally. The colors are very nice. Meowth's gonna be in it. I'm a big Meowth fan. I love Meowth.
Right.
I'm glad it's going into that open world approach Legends Arceus started. Starters are cool. Yeah. I think the trainers look a little stupid, but I think it's because you're gonna customize them, so I don't really care that much.
Yeah, I hope the outfits aren't like restricted to like a gender.
I hope so too.
If Beware's not in the game, I'm not buying it.
I think the outfits are fine for what they are because I hated the fact I had to choose the gender I was not because she was wearing cuter clothes. Oh, that's my opinion.
Two things real quick. I'm really glad the text for the Pokemon. I did not like the flat style they did in Sword and Shield and Arceus. I'm gonna be honest. I think Pokemon. Right. I said this before. I think Pokemon I like in 2D will look really ugly in 3D in those two games. I'm glad they're texturing them. I think that makes them a bit more readable. And two, I think it's stupid they still gender lock things with Pokemon. Even fucking Animal Crossing doesn't do that. If you're losing to Animal Crossing, your customization, which most games are, to be frank, you need to rethink what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Kirby. Let's talk
Yeah, Kirby! Woo!
There we go. So a demo came out too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have much to say.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, you do.
Are you serious?
I don't know. I just.
Wait, see, didn't you say you're not gonna play the demo because you want to go in fresh?
Oh well, I'm like, okay. I'm not playing it yet. Just because I know. Okay, I have like this thing. So I love dessert, and I could eat it every day, but sometimes I just don't. Even if I want to a little bit, I say like no, because I don't ever want to be in a position where it's like, man, I just want some ice cream right now, and there's no ice cream. I always got to look out for future me. I feel like I just feel like there's gonna be a point because the game comes out in 3 weeks, which is like when you're really looking forward to something, the closer you are to it, it's sort of like time. When you're waiting for something, it feels like it's taking forever. So I think I want to be. I want to play the demo when I'm in that position where it's just like I just need to get this game right now. Like I can't even wait. I literally can't even wait like 4 days. And I'm waiting till I get to that point.
Deep, you're so much smarter than me because I'm having that right now. I've played this demo 4 times.
Yeah.
It is such a good demo. You just play and you already get what's going for. And I never felt such like awe and wonderment playing a game.
The word I would use for this game is I'm ravenous to play it.
Yeah. The game is so alive.
The game is fun.
It's fun. My favorite Kirby game of all time, my 2 favorite Kirby games of like that I think are like the cream of the crop is I like Kirby 64 and I like Kirby Planet Robobot. And I think that this new game is my favorite things from both those games. So when I was playing through the demo, I couldn't, get out of my head how like fluid and easy mouthful mode is in the same way that like the Robobot is in Planet Robobot, where it's like you don't watch a big cutscene every time you have to use it. You can slip in and out of it really easily. It's just like a extra tool, an extra mechanic that's really, really nice. And like just the environments remind me so much of Kirby 64, where they're taking Kirby to these kinds of like weird places and these new and like these kind of not so dreamland environments that I'm so excited to see again. Like I'm so excited.
On that visual note, one of my favorite visual aesthetics is Apocalypse, but like in the way that like life kind of keeps going on. Breath of the Wild has that, and Adventure Time has that kind of look, and this game has this like that in like the Kirby style. And I think I said Luigi's Mansion's my like favorite Switch game visually earlier. I think this is a very close second already.
Oh yeah, it's looking great, and we haven't even seen everything.
The little detail there is just like walking through it past anything. It's just like there's something alive in this dead place.
This game gets compared to 3D World a lot already, and I think it fixes the one problem I had with that game, which is it was very like, I mean, it looks nice, like it's very well made, but like I feel like the worlds aren't very interesting to be in, and I think this game addresses that. Like it's a very fun world to look. There's lots of like billboards with details on them and posters and like little cans and like product. It's a fun game to like just look around in.
I think that it accentuates something about Kirby that I think has always been a bit special, like compared to like Mario, for instance, where it's like it is like super simple, but it also I feel like there's a lot of like all the worlds in Kirby are sort of like made as you sort of think of them as actual places that exist on like a planet kind of, and this one is like I think the strongest they've ever done that. Like there's a lot of like attention put into like like here's like this location and like the environment kind of the actual environments tell a story and everything sort of like even though it's not like an open world where you literally like walk from place to place, you can still sort of imagine that like all the stages exist in like one cohesive place,
Like
which I think
No, go on. Sorry.
Oh no, that's pretty much all I had to say on that.
I wanted to say that, like, I love this little piece of storytelling they did with the environment with one of the items. Like, you're in the third level in the demo, you're walking into the mall, and then you see like a pile of bananas in
Yeah,
the corner.
I thought
And,
that was
like,
so funny.
Yeah, it's so funny. You don't need none of that. It's like, no, I don't need that. My life is full. And then you get to the boss and you understand why it was there.
Uh-huh.
I want to. Oh, go on.
I was gonna say it's just magnificent, and I'm like looking forward to like how else they're gonna do stuff like that.
I wanted to say also, we saw what seems to be the king in one of the trailers, and I gotta say, from a personal standpoint, I think this might be my favorite 3D model of him ever. If we assuming this is him and not a doppelganger, I think this is my favorite 3D interpretation of King Dedede ever.
He looks great.
I think it was really clever. Like, I didn't even think of this. Like, they teased him before, and like the whole thing with this game is that, like, you know, the theme is like animals, like wild animals, and I think it's so like clever and like cute that what they did with DDD, they sort of like they use that like the 64 Dreamland 3 like design where he looks a bit more bird-like.
Mm-hmm.
And like that didn't even occur to me, but the fact that they did it is like, oh yeah, duh. Like if you're gonna have like, you know, like a wild version of DDD, that's what you do. And
Right.
I really like how, sort of talking on that, like the art style of like the villains is really distinct from like the normal Kirby look.
We both think that I'm sorry I pronounced this wrong. It's Ricky Furman. He's an artist who does a lot of like behind the scenes work. How he's done a lot of like Twitter art. I'll post one right now so everyone can see what his style is. When you see it, you're like, oh yeah, this is probably him. But yeah.
Yeah. He's always done work. He's worked on Kirby since like I think Return to Dreamland, but this is the game. I think for this, like they really let him like it's pretty clear that he did like the designs of the bosses. Because he has a very like cartoony style. Yeah, there it is. I just really like that. It's just really neat. I don't know. It's just there's so many neat things about this game that like I don't know. It's just cool. It's a cool, exciting Kirby game.
Yeah, it's like really a step into new territories, and like everything just makes it feel like you're completely in a new thing.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I gotta say, I'm really excited for like the story side of this. Like, I'm a Kirby lorehead personally, and I'm so excited. There's like so many exciting little things. I haven't played the demo yet, but like little like bits and scraps that I'm seeing from like trailers and stuff are like so
the butterfly getting sucked up into the world.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that okay. I remember seeing that like in the opening. And there's also like just the portals in general have like the another dimension look to them.
Yeah.
And they're also they just keep playing up like the mystery of like what the villains' motivations are. And you know what? I am wondering, like, what are they up to? Why are they capturing Waddle Dees? Why did Kirby get transported to this world? What's going on? You know, it's really interesting what happened to this world that they're in. And they're also like the capsules, the collectibles. Those have like little descriptions.
Oh
right?
my god, we're getting double the lore in this game. They're treating us. They're giving us a fucking feast.
This is truly the next stage of Kirby.
Yeah, they weren't kidding. The developers were hyping this up for so long, and I think they're really just firing off on like every cylinder, like every aspect of Kirby is just like cranked up to the max for this.
That reminds me, I forgot to pause on like the boss.
Oh, did the boss have on-screen lore? Did it? I didn't check.
No,
I think
check. I was told, Yuri told me that the bosses don't have descriptions and it's just kept to the capsules.
I guess that's fine because there's like a million capsules, so you're gonna be in like twice the lore that you usually do.
Oh, you go ahead.
Sorry, I wanted to say something. Sorry if this is treaded on a little bit. This is kind of related to kind of the, you know, open world versus linear. I'm getting a little tired of hearing linear as if linear, quote unquote, is like a bad word. that like a game being linear inherently means it's like either lazier or not well designed. Because even with the short levels we played, it is definitely like it's linear. It is pretty linear, not to its usual degree, but it is. But I think that when you have a linear game, it lends itself to one tighter like platforming and action moments, and also just it sets up some like nice cinematic moments too, that like
Yeah.
there's not a, you can kind of force a perspective or some sort. If it's a little linear, you can you can have a setup and payoff if a game is linear, because
Right.
you know for sure a player is going to see or interact with something, and then later on the line like either see or interact with it again if you have the game designed that way.
Now,
um
Lou,
not as yes.
I won't. Don't worry. The entire open world because we're seeing an open world. I think like just bloat right now. There's so many of them. There was like 5 major open world games in the first 3 months of this year alone.
Mhm.
But don't worry. If the new Sonic game is bad, it will single-handedly kill the open world genre. It all hinges on Sonic. I'm telling you.
Wow, Sonic. Well,
Hey,
I get that.
hey, I kept my mouth shut because of the Kirby stuff. I had nothing to say. I'm not a Kirby fan. I damn well am a Sonic fan. How dare you, Ryan?
Listen, okay, Don, I'm a Sonic fan too. I get what she's saying though. I feel like that. I get what she's saying.
I get
that game is like a big. That game is a big like. There's a lot of eyes on that.
If the Sonic game
Mhm.
comes out and it's even not, if it's not like a subversive masterpiece, even if it's just like okay, there's going to be immediately a ton of video essays like, have we gone too far with open world?
It's so irritating. That's what it comes down to. Fucking Sonic announced itself a year ago, maybe
not
even. And Kirby's like, here I come, and then it's like, wow, this is the best open world game this year. And then Sonic comes out, it's like, fuck, let's stop making this shit.
Sonic's gonna come out, and if it's bad, it's gonna cause a ripple effect that makes people hate Breath of the Wild 2, even if that game's a masterpiece. And then it's gonna be a chain reaction, and then they'll release, what's that game with the woman? Delta Wild 3 or whatever?
Well, hold on.
Horizon Zero Dawn?
Horizon Zero Dawn will come out next to New Super Mario Brothers 3, and everyone will be like, I kind of like New Super Mario Brothers 3 more, and everyone will talk about New Super Mario Brothers 3
What happened to the good old days?
Okay. Breath of the Wild 2 is either, because honestly, it's either going to make the Sonic game non-existent, or that's going to end open world, because it has not come out yet. So if it came out before Sonic, I'd agree with you. If it comes out after Sonic, Sonic will be obliterated. It does not exist.
My gut's telling me Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be next year. So maybe if Sonic doesn't stick the landing, Zelda will save us, and we'll get more.
I don't even want to be saved, because personally, I'm tired of open world games right now too. Like, I'm ready to go back to linear stuff.
Well, the thing is, I don't even think anyone could classify this new Kirby game as an open world game. It's
No, it has fast travel. Didn't you see the trailer where he's on the Warp Star? It's fast travel. There's a skill tree. You can upgrade the abilities.
like this Kirby game is at most just like, it's just 3D. It's just a 3D like platform action game, and that's it. And that's all I wanted it to be ever.
Hey, would they release the Rain Dog open world game that lets you explore his lore?
Boof of the Wild.
I do think that in a sense, there have definitely been a fair share of people who have looked back on some of our, our big open world, like, heavy hitters, like people who look back at your like GTA 5s and even your Breath of the Wilds and kind of notice some things that maybe they didn't notice before because it was a newer game and a kind of fresher idea, that they now are starting to kind of notice in newer titles that are kind of like aggravating in a way, Like, I think Breath of the Wild is very good. I like that game quite a lot. I think there are some things that, like, retroactively looking back, I'm noticing as a trend in like other open world games that I'm like, yeah, I hope they fix that in the sequel. Like, I hope they don't just copy paste a bunch of mob camps like all over the map, and there's like a
Yeah.
little bit more like unique locations. And that game is chock full of unique locations.
But
Don't get me wrong.
I'll say this,
but I
though,
want more.
Despite everything, Breath of the Wild still has a more interesting open world than a lot of open world games.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely. You know, despite everything.
Again, I liked Pokemon Legends Arceus, but it doesn't have a very interesting world to explore.
No, there's no benefit to exploring Pokemon Arceus unless you're like going to like the only thing that worth looking around for is Pokemon, which to be fair, that's like the point of it. But there's no like unique architecture around the
There's
map.
no legends.
Really...
There's no Arceus.
You know, there's nothing to like really. You know, there's things you can recognize. Like, okay, these are the mud pits that I've been by 3 million times, but there's not a lot like around them to make you remember them very well. And so things like that I feel like, you know, people are going to start to notice and get kind of fatigued about. And so, you know, this sequel better be good.
Yeah. I'm honestly, no.
Back on Kirby for one second. I'm sorry I derailed this with Sonic the Hedgehog yet again. I was gonna say about Kirby. I'm just gonna read this tweet I made on my like alt account, like beat for beat. Kirby games are always cute, but I think Forgotten Land might be like absurdly cute. Like there's a lot of small new things. Like the Waddle Dee noises are more like prevalent here than ever. I feel like the Waddle Dee noises are like ×2 in this one. Kirby's got like little taunt animations you can do. You can like wave at the Waddle Dees and they'll wave back. The new little furry enemies are like mega cute.
So like, no, hold on. Number one, I didn't even know the Waddle Dees made noises.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and then number two, would you say this is Kirby's Woolly World?
No, Kirby's Epic Yarn
that already happened.
That's Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Yoshi's Woolly World is like Yoshi's Epic Yarn. There we go.
Yeah,
There's
Epic
the
Yarn
joke.
came out first, and then Yoshi's Woolly World.
That's an ultra cute game. I think a thing that like with Kirby, it's like cute, but I think it also has a contrast too. Like it's like cute, but it's also like there's a lot of action. Like it's very action oriented.
Kirby,
like a platformer.
It's funny because this ties into something I wanted to say about King Dedede. I love King Dedede because I think HAL Laboratories thinks he's the rawest character ever made, and I love it.
Yeah,
and they're right.
I think the rawest piece of official art of Dedede is the one where he's on the Warp Sword and he's looking at all the bosses Kirby fought.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was in Star Allies. Yeah, I really like that one. Oh, I love the art. Where he's with Meta Knight. That's just cool. He's just a cool guy, and he looks freaking goofy.
HAL Laboratories believes every character they made, like if they're just a circle with a mask or like just a little guy, they think all their characters are raw as hell, and it's the best.
Yeah. Man, I'm really looking. I can't wait for this game. It really does feel like they described it like the developers said it was like the pinnacle of Kirby, and I like really see what they mean because it's like, you know, we're just getting all the Kirby elements, and they're just spiced up. There's a lot of like, you know, there's a lot of hot sauce on it. You know, there's a lot of it's to the extreme. It's the most Kirby. It's like all the great things you love. You know, it's so there's so much cute. There's so much cinematic.
The music in this demo was magnificent.
Oh,
I've been trying not to listen to too much. I've like listened to a little bit. There's like one song that like I went crazy. I had to turn it off because I was like, I can't handle it.
Was it the King Dedede theme that I like posted a bit?
No, it's the song that it plays in like the demo at the end of the demo, like the video thing. I like listened to part of that. Because like there's like an account that like pointed out that it's like a remix of a different song. And that just like it's just so it's good. I love Kirby. I love like the Kirby sound team.
I got to the end of the demo and it started playing that like new trailer, I guess, and I literally like stopped it. I could like it started showing me things and I said nope, don't want to know, like I'll find out. Like I didn't even see until I went on Twitter.
I gotta say, the brief snippet of Dedede that was in like a Switch Japanese commercial. That like theme, ooh, I love both. Dedede has two motifs. He has his basic theme, the Mass Dedede theme, and I love both of them. And every time they play, I lose it.
Yeah,
it's so good. It's so raw.
Man.
Well, I mean, I'm excited. We're all excited, but I'm
Yeah.
also sleepy.
Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do to wrap up. We usually do questions at the end. Chat has to agree on one question to ask as a group.
That's impossible. Why don't we each get a question? Everybody gets a question.
Somebody asked Mr. the Dreamcast Pop something important.
Yeah, somebody asked Don something.
Yeah.
How do you type with boxing gloves on?
All right, Don, you're getting some good questions here.
Am I?
Here, let me answer this question that my friend Amanda asked in chat. What team will Rain Dog be in Multiverses? Won't even matter because no one's gonna play as this little shit.
Whoa!
When this game comes out, and you got Bugs Bunny, and you got Steven Universe, and you got Wonder Woman and Batman, who's gonna click on the dog?
Nobody.
You're gonna click on the dog, Ryan. And
you are.
Twitter.
I actually got a legitimate question.
Okay, go on.
From Orange Life Citrus. Hello. What's my favorite cartoon of all time? I could be basic and say SpongeBob, but God, fuck, I forgot every cartoon I've ever watched in my life.
SpongeBob is your gut reaction, I mean, it's not basic to say you like SpongeBob. It's a good cartoon.
I mean,
I guess that's true. Yeah.
What's one of your favorite SpongeBob episodes?
Okay. Wet Painters is actually one of my
so good.
Wet Painters is
so
really
good.
fucking
It's
funny.
actual just that is just comedy. Comedy gold.
I think Tom Kenny's delivery in the scene where Patrick's putting the dollar bill in the vending machine is maybe the funniest delivery in any cartoon ever.
I've never seen someone so panic, but I guess that's
it's just a lot of just like the pacing, the performances, the jokes. It's all there. I just feel like a lot of SpongeBob episodes, even in that era, weren't as good as that one. That's my opinion, though. Yeah, that's probably my favorite episode of SpongeBob.
All right.
Okay, now me. I want a question.
No,
someone just sent me a question.
Oh wait, who got a question?
I did.
Okay,
hey Rosa, try to block this.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my God!
Rosa, are you okay?
Are you okay?
I got the parry.
Who was that? Was that a space alien?
No, that was Naomi.
Naomi, how could she do that?
I forgot the parry, so that's my fault.
All right,
but
well,
any more questions? Any more attacks on me?
I don't know. We should probably get out of here before we have another 3-hour episode on our hands.
Can you send me audio if you keep saying one random general phrase?
Huh?
What?
No, Chrissy, I will not. Any more questions? Everyone, someone. You. Any more questions?
I'm Andrew.
Not you.
We gotta turn off the show.
Lou didn't even get her question. Lou!
The music at the Oscars is playing right now while we're taking our award.
Question, just one.
Okay.
Yeah, Lou, who do you want in Multiverses?
If they don't put Goku in that game, I don't care that Goku has 300 fighting games. I want him in that one.
Let me tell you, after Sakurai was destroyed by the Scooby-Doo reveal video Game Awards, and he sees Goku at E3, he's gonna be like, "Oh man, what did
I do?
I could have had Scooby and Goku." Johnny Tesla. It'd be so funny if they put Johnny Test in that game.
Oh God, I gotta go.
All right. Does everyone want to say their goodbyes?
Hold on. Everybody. My friend Tuck asked if I could say Mario very loud.
Okay, I'm ready.
Mario.
Powerful.
All right,
guys. I didn't watch Smiling Friends. Goodbye.